I started Corsair Cove with literally nothing. No gear, no crew, just washed ashore on an all but dead island. They thought I'd be shark bait within 3 days, but I had a slightly excessive plan. Fast forward, and that lonely beach is now the ultimate pirate empire. Massive fortifications, and a colony that is the envy of all the seas. Not only that, but a dazzling set of ships to take to plunder everywhere and take over. Welcome to my little pirate paradise in the making.
The tides have changed. The Age of Piracy is nearing its grisly end. Crown rules supreme. Pirate hunters roam the seven seas. Hunters like Amara, that Spanish hound. Never thought I'd end up in her brig. She's a clever wench. I'll hand it to her. She made only one mistake. She threw me in with a solid crew of pirates. This might be worth a shot. Good thing I was able to hide this little beauty.
Alarm! The prisoners are free! Stop them! No pirate leaves this ship alive!
Swim for your lives, you sodden wretches! Look at us. Once mighty pirates all. Lost, half drowned, and nothing but the skin on our backs. But we're still breathing. And that, my friends, is more than enough. Because all it takes is the right crew in the right place to turn the tides of fate back in our favor.
Oh, here we go. Ah, the pirate game, baby. Now, I know we played the demo, but this is the full one. We're going to go through it and see what we can do. Alrighty, we're going to get stuck in with, well, pretty much everything we see here. So we've got the ship full of this stuff. It wants us to start constructing the start of everything, which is nice. We'll get our first connections going. Now, the beauty of this game is, if none of you know anything about it, it's all about building all over the rocks, and there's other like islands and quests that we'll have to do. It's got quite a unique style to it for a city builder, and that's what I absolutely love about it. Now, I will be smashing through the tutorial as much as we can, but we'll also be going through, I do remember quite a bit from when I played, so we got all sorts of stuff. And if you're wondering, there's the whole concept of it is there's a lot to think about in terms of resource management. Think how Anno does things as production chains, and insane production chains as well. So you need to keep on top of it. But there's also cool ships and upgrades you can do, and fighting and all that sort of stuff. And here we go. We'll move on to some kind of housing then. So pirate camps provide only limited housing. Yes, they do. We have tents. They cost a little bit of planks, but this is where you can start like slapping them all over the place. To be honest, I'm just going to place some around the campsite just here for now. I'm not going to put them on top. Get these smashed out as well, and then we'll start the simple production chains like wood, that sort of thing as well. All right, and then we'll get our little woodcutter going. So chops down and replants. Now this thing needs to be in fertile area, so we'll move it over. I'm wondering where we initially set this up. To be honest, it kind of makes sense to go over here. And this is what I love about this game. Obviously you'll need the connections, but this is when you start building like these crazy setups. So we'll need a little bridge out, and then we can literally just connect it in. And I like to have it in a way that creates the platforms to connect everything in. So if you need to bring resources from this, I don't know, the idea is you'll have connections going everywhere, you know. The hardwood coming in, so we get 8 per minute. There's whole production numbers that we need to be considering. So we'll get that hardwood into planks. And honestly, I'm just going to put this straight here, so they're really close, so they can grab wood straight from here. You can kind of select the storage points and how they move it across as well. And here we go. We'll hide the UI so you can get a watch on our little pirates hard at work. It is a gorgeous game. Look at them carrying up and down the ladders. See with the wood on the back. Oh, I love it. A little chicken there, soaring away. The detail they've put into each little building is why it's fantastic. And bear in mind, this is, other than the demo, I am in pretty blind on this, so we're going to be going through the chains. And if you did watch that one, you saw that I got relatively far in to learn, like, the intricate parts of it. But look at this. It's so cool. Having a drink as well. Anyway, enough of that. Getting excited. And there's the sawmill. And you'll see that as the fetchers and green hands, we do have a limited number of these, so we need to be careful on each as well. But now we're needing a warehouse. So this is where we're going to store both of these things. I think let's go this side, just so they can carry from it. And this warehouse, once it's constructed, will then house, you can select certain items you want to put in there. And we'll put planks as the main one in there. All right, so we'll select this one so we can put a new connection in. What we need to do, you need to assign a fetcher to it, but we're going to grab the connection. And I'm actually, did it already connect in? Actually, it did. We're all good. There we go. We'll select the planks here, so that'll put it in. One fetcher will come. At the moment, we'll just have planks in there. You can add, I think it was up to like 5. Maybe we'll put the wood in there as well. We'll let them do that. That puts 2 fetchers in there. We'll see. And then each time you highlight, look, if it's green, that means connections is good. There is travel distance and all that we'll need to consider. Now, whilst we wait for this to fill up, I'm going to continue putting in some tents so we've got them. And I'm just going to spam them on this little area. So we've got a little bit of a living space here. I think our first bit of cooking, I might pop over this side. We're just waiting for this to empty out. Alrighty, the crew's uneasy. Something requires our attention. We discover 2 of our soldiers hiding amongst our crew. They claim they were stranded here like us. We're about to slice their bellies open when they loudly renounce the crown and ask us to accept them as pirates. What should be done with them? Spill their guts. I mean, you have cohesion. You've got to be careful of cohesion. You don't want it to dip too low, which is this one in the middle. But we could keep them for the extra people, because I know early on you'll probably want them, right? So if cohesion drops to 0, your community falls apart and you lose the game. So you can't let it go to 0. Okay, so we're going to set up our first production chain, which is food. And I'm going to keep this in a way that has food come in. And we'll get 1 here. I've got room to get a couple more along this front for basics of these houses to start as well. Now, I potentially want a warehouse of food, but I want them to go straight to the buildings themselves when they need them. So early on, we won't get a warehouse for the food. And there we go. We've got the new building called a galley, which is basically where they're going to keep everyone fed. Now, ooh, where do I want to stick this thing? It would be pretty cool to have it off the side here, in all fairness, right? So let's go ahead and stick the galley here. I would have liked it to go on the edge, though. Although, here is pretty nice. Let's go there, actually. Now, what this does mean is, because where I've decided to put it, I am going to have to put a new connection in. There's a couple of ways we can do it. We can do it straight from this thing, or we can pop it down to there, which I'm going to do. We want it in the cooking thing anyway. All right, pirates can take a lot, but lack of food or proper shelter will push the toughest sailors to the brink of outrage. How do we address their anger? Tend to this at once. So have rising satisfaction in all pirate camps for 120 seconds. That's this one. So once the food comes in, they should be fine. So we can set this linklet directly from here, which is already occurring. So the food is coming directly from this one as it's cooked to be served from here. Now, what I'm going to do is just make sure connections are set up to be a bit quicker. We should be all right, actually. No, we're good. And we'll keep an eye on the numbers at the top. We can see the production to consumption. We're in a plus at the moment as well. And I'm going to continue with this bit of wood that we're getting in to just slap in a few more camps. And we'll go this way, making sure we're keeping them all connected into each other. Our swift action satisfies everyone. Well done. Let's grab ourselves a few drinks. Okie dokie. That's exactly what we'll do. All right, we've got the moonshine still now, so we're going through the production chains. I'm not listening to those guys because it is just tutorial stuff. So this is an upkeep of 2 food, and the output is booze. So we can connect this directly into this thing as well if we wanted to, but I want some kind of storage for this. So if we assume, let's put the brewer this end, I will connect this sucker in. So we'll go into you and we'll bring all around from these guys as well. So there's some paths and we'll link this directly into this food producer. Now I'm keeping an eye, we could get a second food producer in, but you can turn on the all hands on deck, which gives it the 50% production boost, which basically just doubles the amount of people in there, I think it is. Yeah, it doubles the amount. So I'm going to turn that off for now though. But it's quite a handy little thing you can do. It saves me building a second one for now. And there it is. We will need a tavern for this. We'll slowly get these in. We'll keep an eye on these as they go through, right? But the tavern itself will just need to connect in. Now, I could put it here. I would love to have it in range. Yeah, that's cool. So green is okay is what I'm taking from it. But I do want to keep the chains close enough so we know what we're looking at. There's a resource there. That's why we can't pop it on there. I might stick it up here. Yeah, let's put it up there. And what we'll do is get direct connections from these with a bridge going down there. Look. And actually, you know what? I should increase the connections. So we'll assume we're good. I'm going to pop a bridge there ready. So when we do build on this zone, although we've got to be careful, we've got fresh water there, fish there. So there's loads of different resources all over the islands. And here comes the tavern. So we can link the connections directly there, look, which is what I've done. So this brewery is going to stick booze straight into this tavern. There we go. We see it already. And now we're going to build our very first pier to get our first ship out. And this is the absolute beginning. There's only certain spots you can put this on. You'll see there's one there, one there. You can put them all around like the islands, look. But you will need to defend those spots eventually. So be wary of that. Now, connection-wise, we'll get this straight in. But I also want to try and bridge down to there. And already, look, the island is getting pretty full with piratey goodness. Love it. All right, here we go. You'll see that in 30 seconds we have someone that's going to attack, and it's Amara. Let's have a look at her boat, actually.
Her ship is barely holding together.
So we're just going to have to take the beating, I think, on this one. And it is intended. So let's see what happens. Oh, dear. Yep. Cannons. She is going to take a run for it. Go on to the tavern. Yeah, that's a sensible place to be. This one right. Oh, no, the tavern's up here. God, she took someone from me, did she? The attacking ship has bombarded our island. We lost many pirates and buildings. We lost 2. Click on the marker to start repairing. All right. Repair all buildings. New ship, the Landlubber. It's about time. Have 1 ship. So we're going to come in then and we're going to start our ship production. And we only have access to the thing called the Landlubber. Now, there's quite a lot in this because you have different types of things you can do when you build them, and you have different people who can command the ship as well. I'm really excited to get into that actually, because you can make them quite overpowered, some of them. And there it is. Build your first ship. Yay. There we go. So we'll need to manage the crew. It's a floating turd. Oh my god. Click to assign a captain. This is what I was on about. So we have the choice of certain people. We have Peach. So he specializes in gun damage, it looks like. We have Speed from, what's his name? Kanja, Spice Thief. They have different things here. Supplies plus 20%, speed plus 20%. Health and gun damage, health and boarding damage, and speed and maneuverability. Takes 2 times damage. They have different things here. Gains 1 dice. I'll go through this when we get onto it about the fighting anyway. Let's assign Scarlet. She's a cool character, right? Right, pause the sawmill building. Hire at least 10 crew. Manage crew. I would like to get all 15 if I can afford it, because it makes them stronger. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. That does take all of our drifters out, though. But it does mean we can go out to sea at least anyway. We've got a paused thingy at the moment. Press map to view the 7 seas. Click on the discovery point. So we're going to embark towards this one. So each thing has a possible loot, like coins, black powder, and stone blocks. Time to arrival, 45 seconds. Obviously, with that pause, that is a bit of a problem. You'll see that we have a negative impact because the boat costs us food. Let's pause this up, and we're going to have to overpower that one to get the food. I don't know if I can do the brewery yet. So we'll have to keep an eye. Although this isn't very long, I should be able to come back afterwards. Let's enter our first fight. So I'll go through this then. I do kind of know anyway. So you have the dice pool. I'll talk through it. So you have different things. You've got your health, your crew, and your supplies. And obviously you have actions. And each roll determines how well you'll do with it. So let's say, for example, we want to deal 3 to 4 damage to the health. Or we can do Wasteful Barrage. We'll lose all our supplies and deal 11 damage. If we can do that one, that would be pretty crazy, actually. It wants us to do the aim and fire, though, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now, you and the opponent roll a dice in your dice pool. The outcome will determine the effectiveness of your action. Yeah, so the higher the roll, the better it will be. They got a 1. I lost all my supplies, did I? Your action has reduced your opponent's health whilst theirs destroyed their supplies. Now, a new turn begins. Without supplies, you can no longer take battle actions. Switch to support actions and choose resupply. Take 6 damage to health but gain 10 supply. Okay. And there it is. Lose all supplies but will gain a little bit of treasure and deal the 7 damage that we need to. Game over. The thing that I like to try and do is not lose crew, because that is actually your population numbers, and early on it's hard to manage the population, right? So if you can stop your crew from dying, you're in a better place, in my opinion. So we gain 10 coins, we gain a little bit of cohesion for winning as well, and a bit of black powder. And complete your first event in the 7 Seas. Click to send the ship back to the pier. Alright, the debris of recent fights reach our island, carrying a handful of exhausted pirates with it. Their ship was attacked by a pirate hunter under the Spanish flag. We're definitely going to take them. That's beautiful. We'll have an extra 15. So I can unpause these. And do we have enough? Sent those back, haven't I? So we'll select the pier first. Let's repair the ship. We can keep those 15 on board now, which is great. Now, do I have enough people or houses to accommodate these guys? I should do. Bear in mind, I'm going to need to force the brewery and the food, but all of those extra mouths to feed means we're going to need another food building. So let's go ahead and do another campfire, and if I can fit, I can't fit one here, unfortunately, so we're going to have to put one on. I mean, we can stick one up here, then. Might need a warehouse, though, so putting over here is probably a good idea, actually. Now I can feed into the warehouse and then the warehouse into here. That means we can start utilizing across this end. So go to the sea once more. Complete Barbos Bay. Barbos Bay is over here. Let's embark. I'm actually going to stick a food warehouse then on the side of here. And what I'm going to do is put the connections across from the food into there, and then you into there as well. We'll get our food directly from the warehouse. We should be fine. I can turn off this over all hands on deck now. We've got our numbers in. What do we have? Fresh drifters, sailors, scoundrels, crown deserters, people of all walks of life drift to our shores. Some would welcome them with open arms. Others harbour suspicion towards the new arrivals. What should we do? Now, problem we have here is all are going to break cohesion. I very much will need the people. As you can see, we're already down to 5. If we welcome them all in, we do have the food, but we'll lose 15. We've got to be careful, so we're going to need to try and get it back up some other way, but I would love to get them all in. So I'm going to say yes to all of them. Now, obviously, it's going to cause an issue with cohesion. We're also going to have satisfaction issues because we're down on the tents. So let's go ahead and blast a few more in then. And we're honestly going to put a couple this end and start slapping in a few over this way as well. Hopefully that's enough. It shouldn't take long for them to build these anyway. And we should be able to keep on top even with these numbers in. And we're over at Barbarous Bay to go ahead and smash through this.
So you followed us.
I'll have to take your fire. Here we go then. So this is our first one without them helping us. They've got 11 health, 14 crew. We can damage each one, remember, right? So if we take cover, it prevents... They're about to do cannonballs. So we can prevent damage to health here if we keep a safe distance. So we're basically countering their move, which is fine. So we only lose 1 supply. They're going to do lost cargo, so we're going to go ahead and gain treasure. Because the more we can get, the more gold we get and supplies, which is perfect. So opponent gains 2 roll next turn, give +1 to player. Next turn, we're going to gain more treasure as well. I'm going to keep doing it just to gain the money, pretty much. Let me shoot this plot to pieces, eh? So we can start dealing damage. As I say, I don't want to lose crew necessarily. So they're going to deal 5 to 20 damage based on theirs. But they're also going to take 2 damage. They've got 11. So if we can get a good roll here, we'll be laughing. So let's go ahead with that one. Oh, there we go. We got lucky. Perfect. And look at that. We pulled in some coins as well. And a little bit of stone blocks. We'll have our tavern keep back. Thank you. Probably send you home then. Rescue Rambullion. We broke our tavern keep out of prison. Our first real victory against the crown. Amara has promised swift revenge. Let her come. Alright, we'll send the boat back and I'll continue on. But we're looking good. Let's have another little look whilst we wait. I love it. So cool. We'll be into the tech tree soon as well. That's where it gets pretty nuts. Game opens up massively at that point. I'm thinking I probably should. As the... What have we got here? The moonshine... It's only just enough, but it's because it's filling in here. I don't know. This has quite a lot of storage space by the looks of it. Yeah, 500. So we'll wait until we need a warehouse over there. Because the warehouse obviously needs fetchers and we don't necessarily want to use too many. Whilst we wait, we'll continue getting in some more tents. And I'm just going to try... I'm going to jam pack them in the middle here. So what will happen is eventually we'll need a new section. So we won't want to put too many over this way. We'll need to consider that, but I like to jam pack it because it looks cool as well. I can fit a campfire here now, so I'm going to go ahead and get third one in. Now, what? That's good. That's gone. So what I want to just point out quickly is that all hands on deck, remember, is only 50%. So it's better to probably get a second one in. Right, we'll take in the late arrivals plus 10. So what I'm going to do is turn off the all hands on deck because the upkeep is doubled at 50% production boost. It's going to be better to actually build a second one. So the moonshine, we're going to get another one in. And I'm hoping I can fit you on the side of the rock here. That's perfect. We'll connect that in. I'm also going to connect these guys in via there as well. Did that have enough tents? It did, because I built a load, so we're all good. A new building, then the stone cutter and a small gun tower. So we'll get... This is a bit of a production chain. We've got the quarry that we'll need. So the upkeep is food. The output is the stone. So where do I put this? It looks like up here then is our only slot for that right now. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll put the stone cutter next to it. And then I am going to put a warehouse. And where can I go? Let's pop the warehouse there. Cool. And we'll get all this connected in. And then from this warehouse, we should be able to connect down to these guys, I hope. I may even get one across the top. Let's connect these in. This is nuts, man. The place just goes crazy, doesn't it? And then we'll need our gun tower. This requires the cut stone. I think you can put them, yeah, anywhere that's going to be able to cover this off. And I think over here makes sense. So we'll put the gun tower up the top. And we'll get this just connected into the guys, really. Right, there's the warehouse then. So let's set up the first connection. And I'm going to go cut stone. And the cut stone connection, I want to be directly from you. So we're going to make sure that is allowed. And then the only output then is going to be the stone blocks into this warehouse. And then that I've connected across. And they'll need to carry that to the gun tower. So just got to wait for those stone blocks to come in. Activate all hands on deck at the stone cutter. I really don't want to be honest. I don't want the all hands on deck. Let's get this across and get this finished off. So they're looking for a way down. It's a long old travel time to get over. But once the gun tower's in, it's in. That makes sense. What I love, I've noticed in this, they've added a quality of life feature called the building list button here. I don't know if this existed before, but if you click it, it shows you each one. Look, if I click tent, so if you're looking for a specific building or production chain, obviously you have to unclick it, but you can see where they all are, which I think is fantastic. So, it makes it so easy to see what's going on, even in all the cluster, you know. I'll see the requirement of food is getting a little bit harder. This one is full though. I think that's the only reason why. So if I forgot to connect this one in to these guys, and I'm hoping we can get this up to there. And then we'll need a separate carrier for you. So that should then carry on the production. I think that's what I did wrong there. We just need those carriers for that one to go up. There we go. We're fixed. Select the gun tower to produce, what, 1 ammunition? So black powder supply damage dealt per shot. Okay. We don't really have any black powder. Okay, we do. We have it from the pier that we took, didn't we? And it's already coming in. So we're producing the ammunition via that gun tower now. She wasn't quite prepared for us, I don't think. So now, shush, Amara. Feel the wrath of my new gun tower. Look, there it is. Smoking out. Yep, gun tower is shooting. Lovely stuff. So we'll speed it up. There we go. Let's celebrate. We'll take that plus 5 for protecting the island. Perfect. Oh, a ship did go down. Nice. Current community event. The gourmet has acquired new adventurous recipes. Let's have a look. To bolster our food production. Let's just say they might not be liked by everyone. This kind of tells me... What is that? Adds nouvelle cuisine for 30 minutes. So production of those... No, I don't need them. Honestly, I would take the cohesion, to be honest. Might be the gourmet's unconventional appearance and mannerisms that sway us from tasting his newest collection of Caribbean delights. Yeah, I'll take the happiness at the moment, thank you. That sounds like Amara did get away. We got a new building, guano gatherer, pirate. Oh my god, we just got loads. Powder mill. So it looks like a whole different chain of stuff. I see the new islands popping up now. So reloading our tower. Build a pirate camp with a guano deposit nearby. Now, the good news is... I have seen... So when you select a pirate camp, you'll see all the resources. This is what I was on about. It's crazy. And there's guano just over here. There's one up this end. I'm thinking ahead of the other resources, though. Our pirate camp in this section makes sense because the gun tower still covers us. And there's a lot of resources kind of out here. So if we were to go maybe, I don't really want the overlap, but you can build multiple, so it doesn't matter too much. I'll tell you down the bottom what's in range. So maybe here. Yeah, let's go there. And I think you have to have the connection into these guys so they can, well, firstly build it, right? Otherwise, they're not going to be able to get the resources over, which we've set up. And then we should be able to go ahead and get this stuff in. So we're going to start with guano. So we'll get that deposit in. Then we've got the char burner, which is input of stone and wood. So let's assume here for now. And then we'll get a warehouse. There's going to be a lot of back and forth to get these going, but that should be fine. So this warehouse is going to go here. So we'll let this play. This is going to be a lot to think about. So guano is going to go in. I'm probably going to have this as a centralized hub for the wood, the stone, and the other stuff. So we've got one here, which is great. And then I can connect that across. And then the next one is going to be wood, which just needs raw wood. We've got the perfect place up the top here for it. Probably going to get some farms up there as well. But then we've got the two to manage, obviously. Now bear in mind, we'll need to keep, if we get the cliff, like we'll get a few tents built just around for now. And then we'll need their own food, that sort of stuff. Get them all in because they will not be happy. As you can see, there'll be no resources coming in. So we could potentially, this one overlaps, so we could connect it in. What is that? Oh, cliff path. That's fine. If we get a connector from here, connecting up, we might be able to connect this in down to this end, but we're going to need a galley, right? So let's get the galley in, and I'll put these so we can still resource it from here, and I'll go directly from this one. So we're going to go stone directly from you. So we've got wood and stone from these two coming into the char burner. That's going to be our charcoal. Then we need the guano and black powder. So the input is guano plus char, and then we get the output. So if we go here, get that one built. And now we've got the food connection directly from there going into this one. So we're going to have the food in that one. Make sure this is all connected in. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones that you need to sort. But once we've got all these basic resources, I'll pop them in. And then we'll put the main resources, any excess, going into the warehouse. You'll see with all of these chains, we have kind of blocked everything up. I'm going to pause the gun tower whilst we get this moving. We're just waiting for the last stone blocks to come across to this one. And actually, that black powder, we're going to try and find a way to get completely across, in all fairness. You can get, like, zip lines and stuff later. But yeah, we'll connect back through there and then they can get up to this one. And there it is. So we can get all of these connected in. I probably want the black powder going in. I'll have that directly into the gun tower actually for now. So this warehouse kind of can sit idle for a moment until we set up production here. Now we're going to have to turn the gun tower back on to collect that black powder as it comes in. Obviously it's going to take some time, but we have the output. There we go. We're fully connected. So just had to go from the gun tower to selecting. You see this redlet is a long old path. Yes, we will. Here we go. So this is now the victory conditions. As you'll see, you got notoriety. I can never say that. Empire, seafaring, and wealth. And there's all different events to achieve that as well. So we're going to view the compass. Yes, yes. There is loads to think about. So this is essentially the research tree, right? So, well, I don't know where I'm going to go yet. I haven't quite decided. So we'll have a read through and see which ones we want. Well, we've already done some of these. So wealth might end up coming in. So yeah, we'll kind of play and go through. You'll see you have requirements in each. What I just did was gained 2 points in wealth. But as you can see, have 100 total pirates means we'll get a point over here as well. 3 pirate camps. You can try and follow along to smash through kind of these ones. But the idea is I'm going to play through and just enjoy. So now that we've got the compass look, we've got those points, we have the very first points we can stick in. So there's increased capacity of fiber deposits with every rank, stockpile resources and trading posts to sell them for coin. That one's pretty good. Greatly increased transportation speeds across all terrain. So this is the aerial lift. I personally think I'm going to unlock that one. And you'll see your new ships are in here as well. So you have, I think, 3 points will get us this ship. The Shark Tooth. That unlocks leaf cutting and rope maker. That's why there's no point in this one. But as we've got the extra point right now, we may as well get the trading post, right? So yeah, we just need to get this. Then we unlock this one. We've gained our footing and learned all there is to know. Now we must build larger, venture farther, and follow our principles until we become a true haven. Let's get it. Okay, so we have essentially got through the quest. So Tides of Fate is our new quest here. There are others like us out there. Let's make contact. Complete the first principal quest on any principal path. No problem. I mean, so if we open the map now, yeah, you'll see it. We have all of these different ones, and they have certain requirements. So gun damage and above, you'll see. So our ship isn't good enough, essentially. So we need to probably go through smashing through some deeds so we can get a better ship, right? It's quite straightforward. Build 3 aerial lifts is going to get us another point, right? And I'm actually going to do that right now anyway. So the aerial lift is essentially going to give us that super fast transport. And I want this to come from one of these. I don't know how long you can kind of make these, but it looks like they can go pretty far. The assumption is it's going to have to go down every time, right? These cost money, though. Oh, they do. Okay, they cost 300 gold a time. So what our main focus here is going to be then is going to be this trading post. It costs 100 gold. I've just spent that on that blinking lifts. Okay, we'll get the 300 coin back. Let's do that. We're going to get the trade post first, and then we'll get that in. So trade post itself, we want to sell excess items of anything that we can think of, right? And I think I might stick this. I'm going to keep the flat areas good for now. I'm trying to think where we stick it. Let's put it over here, and we'll get you connected in. So essentially, we're going to sell excess. I'll show it when it comes in, but we're going to try and make that money. We're after getting those 3 aerial lifts for the deed, right? And we're going to be going through trying to get some of these. It's worth noting as well, there's some that require you to finish 2. So if we wanted to get the ship under here, which is a Reaver Plus, is actually better. We'll want to do the deeds for either 2 of these. So I quite like the idea of having damage and wealth. This is a pretty cool kind of tree. So going this way isn't so bad. So if we open the deeds then under the notoriety, 3 efficient transport routes to the tavern, I can sort that. Have a total output of 100 stew, and then perform a smuggling run. Oh, you can pin these. That's awesome. So we're going to pin a couple of those at the top, and then we can see them here. So essentially then, we want a 3rd brewer to build this connection, and then we'll go up as an efficient transport route, and that'll count. Our output of stone now isn't doing too good, so I'm going to add in another connection. We're going to bring in the stone there, and we're also going to bring in the raw wood from this one, just for now, and then from there we'll set up connection for a chain that might need those as well. So we need more planks, more cut stone. We can pull it directly from this warehouse. And there it is. We got our deed point for connecting that one in. So we've officially got the 3 efficient transport routes set on the compass. Now we can select something here. So improve sawmill production by +1. That's pretty good, isn't it? Gambling den. For every gambling den, boost all producers. No, don't need that. A zip line. I think they cost money, so we're going to go for the plank production for now. And you can put 5 points into that. Okay, I assume the rope one's going to be the same then. There's different events. So we probably want to see if there's anything we can do with our ship out on the map. So what do we have? Sail one of your ships here. Does it tell you what you need? Crossbone keys, a nebulous patch. So we get wine and notoriety principal points. Are you strong enough to even do that? They're like little side missions, aren't they? What's this one? Recommended ship. There's a smuggling run there. What else do we have? Jetsam. Ooh, few items floating. Drifting castaways. Let's grab the castaways. That's probably something good. And then a shipwreck over here as well we can do afterwards. Now, obviously, I think you can only have 1 ship per pier, so we need to factor that in as well. And what is this? Hands working high on cliffs had some accidents because of breaking scaffolds. Apparently, the work in our sawmills has been careless. Sawmills need more time to produce. Oh, God. 30 minutes affects production. I really don't want to lose any of these, so I'm going to just take the hit right now. For 30 minutes. That's okay. We still have enough anyway, and I'm not selling it. I'm taking my time anyway, so it's fine. All right, with this trade post then, we just need to connect a resource, and we want something that gives extra. So right now, I'm going to connect in booze from our one of these. So let's just maybe take some from there. Actually, let's connect to here, and we'll disconnect that one. It's a little bit closer. It's still quite far to travel. Now, I think that's okay, though. We can have kind of just working there. And what basically that does, once this is full, it then sells for coin, and we're going to need it. So I'm just going to prop that up for now. We only have 4, obviously, spare people. It looks like we're at our first drifting castaways. So, ooh, I might just take 10 here. What is this? Hold on. During our journey, we come across a small raft bouncing around on the ocean's whims. A handful of tired men and women are on it, clinging to dear life as best as they can. They must be survivors of a shipwreck. Now, cohesion, we're over halfway. I'm just going to take... I really want this, though, actually. We could grab cohesion on the next one. It's great to have more people, so actually I'm going to do it. I'm going to take them all, and we are going to take you straight out to another here. So this would give, I think, boarding damage. We're okay to embark on this small one here, so we'll hit that one up. And it's already there. Didn't take long. A treasure cave. This place has a sweet smell of treasure about it. Let's spread out and get our bearings. So, okay, Hungry Jungle deals 1 to 2 damage to the people. So we want to prevent here. Gain 7 to 8 and prevent. Is there anything else that prevents? Yeah, we'll do prevent 2 to 3 crew damage here. I lose 1 to 2 of the supplies. I'm okay with the supplies. I do actually want the treasure one, so I'm going to hit this one now. That gives us loads of charts, though, but we'll gain some treasure at least. So they're going for crew damage. So we're going to prevent, hopefully, 3 to 6. I could kill them off almost in one, but I'm going to go for the preventative to try not to lose my crew here. We lost 2. They're dealing 2 to 3. So we're going to go... just going to hit them with the damage here, to be honest. So at least the next one we can take them out. So they're preventing damage now. So we're going to go for gain treasure. And we're also going to prevent. And they take double damage now. So we're going to finish them off. We are losing some crew here. So we're going to need to replenish them. That's okay. Gain 10 hints. Well, we can hit this right now. So let's just do that to get some treasure. Yeah, it's the only one that can get the treasure, isn't it? So we'll hit that up. Quite nice coming out of the black powder as well. We've got the supplies. The only downside, cohesion's good as well, is that we lost the crew. So we're 100% going to have to send her back and then replenish. Now, we do have a deed point, though. So what did we do? Oh, another one. Plunder a treasure cove. So we now have officially got those. This will allow us to get this ship, actually. If we want to just go shark tooth, we could hit that. So I'm just going to put the point in. So we could swap for a better ship, basically. And it'll make it a lot easier doing these smaller missions. So I might do that. That's leaf cutter and rope maker as well. So let's have a gander here. So rope, we're going to need, I think, yeah, there it is. We can do it right on here. Luckily, we were prepared. And then we're going to have straight into the rope maker next to it. All right, they're connected in. So once we get the ropes going, we're going to have the ability to smash in the next one. I think what I'll do is slowly get some more houses this side as well. So bear in mind, we're going to run low on food real soon as well. We'll slap in a couple this way. There we go. Show details. We've got our plenty of people. So I can either go out with this small boat again, or we can get rid. I think you might lose the crew. Can we manage the crew and remove them? We can. So if we get rid of the crew for a minute, and then we dismantle the ship, I'm going to go for the bigger ship here. Hopefully, we've got the resources. I'm not sure. We need the rope, so we can start it. This then requires picaroons. They have an upkeep of... oh, no, well, that's if you put those guys in. That makes them stronger. So for now, we can go with swabbies. So let's just build that ship for now. Obviously, we'll have those resources when the ropes are done. Now, these guys, we will put into their own warehouse. And remember, this guy is going to make us money when it can as well. Look at this. So it is in. Going to take a little bit of time because they have to travel from quite far away. So I might set up its own production that we can sell from here. That might be a little bit more beneficial. Hold on. It is this one that we've got set up, isn't it? What I might do is remove the connection. Hold on. Let me see which one it is. I think it's this one. If we get rid of that connection, and we also are going to need storage to get rid of the excess of this one as well. We do have this warehouse. So I'm going to add in another one then. And we're going to take booze from these guys. Yeah, and what we're then going to do from this one is demolish these connections, and we're going to pull straight from here with one connection. Hopefully that works out fine. It means we can empty out into the warehouse. I know it's a little bit of travel time, but that should be okay. And then from there, look, we can grab booze from this one straight from the warehouse. It's a little bit closer for sale. And then we'll take rope into the warehouse from here. So all of the rope is in. Oh my god, loads of buildings. I am not going to touch that yet. So we've got the level 2D. Let's start with that one. And that is our first seafaring. So we're going to claim that one. And on the compass now, let's see if there's anything that's particularly good. So a mast, high starting points for zip lines. For every crow's nest, gain 20 gold coins per discovery event. That could be good. Yeah, let's grab that one because I'm probably going to go out now in this ship. So what we're going to need to do is add some crew members in. And for now, we're only going to be able to stick these guys in with a 10 crew, but because we haven't got the other stuff, we can adjust this later on. At least this one has more health, right, as you can see here. So the only thing we do have is lacking in crew. Let's go for Spice Thief Kanja. Hello, Kanja. Now on the map, look, we could... No, we can't hit this one, sorry. You see the requirements down here, but I'm going to use this to go and check out some of these. Wow, 50 drifters. Don't necessarily need those. Let's go to this shipwreck then. Let's take a look at those other resource options. So we now get pigs. And what's that? A better food, is it? Oh, Buccaneer Grill and a pig herder. Can this go? Needs to be on fertile land. You're pretty fertile, so let's start this over this way. So off the back of the pig herder, I'm going to want the Buccaneer Grill. So that will use the food, but then output even more food. So if I attach this down here, hopefully I can make that work, and then we'll push those foods down to these. I ideally want to go down to 1, maybe 2 of these, get rid of this, and then move into the bigger food buildings. There we go. Look at that food output. That is insane. So this is going to fill up pretty quickly. Let me just check a second. Where was our storage? So food storage is over this way. If we link then across to this guy, we should be able to fill this up. And then remember, this is filling up our galley. So we'll know if there's a problem if these ever dip. So I'll be keeping a close eye on them, basically. Our ship is over. Let's enter the shipwreck. Oh my god, we lose the crew as well. Because we've only got 10 crew, look, we can't do this option. Now, this is going to give us 50 coins and 150 salt. So that's literally all it is. Am I happy with this? Is there anything else we could do that would bring in people? Or is this Jet Sam? Let's go to this one next and then we'll come home. So yeah, as I say, trying to take it slow on each production chain. I could potentially free up some people because I really don't need all of these now. I wonder if I bin off one of these. Yeah, let's demolish that one out. Let's make sure our connections are okay, but we're still good with food. That frees up another 2 people. And then the other thing is we have a distillery set up. So upkeep is food, but we're going to be able to set these guys up. So we need a sugarcane farm. Hold on, let me check this production chain. So we need some food in. So actually it makes sense for us to go somewhere around here. So let's go right next to it. We're going to go sugarcane farm here. Then the Cooper. So we can pull food directly from this, right? This is my thinking here. I'm going to go Cooper on there and then distillery. This probably needs its own warehouse. So we'll stick that there as well. Now this will need some connection, I believe, into the tavern. So if we use the warehouse for this one, we could potentially have a row to come from the distillery. So that's what I'm going to do, actually. So it's still got enough food for that anyway. It's nice and easy. Ship has reached 7 seas. I'm going to sort that in a moment. What's that? Build your first distillery. Nice. So once we've got the cooperage stuff in here, which they need to collect logs from down this end, which is fine, you carry on, then we'll be good. So this one here is going to take the rum. And then from the tavern, we're going to connect the rum into this one. So this warehouse is going to act as a bit of a hub for all of the alcohol, essentially. And I'm going to set those up. I might connect the distillery into this. We're okay across consumption-wise anyway. But anyway, let's go out to the map and let's go on in. We spot a few objects floating on the ocean surface. Not ordinary flotsam, but crates and chests of goods. They look like someone deliberately threw them on board. So I don't need planks. Don't really need booze. Black powder is probably the one here. So I'm going to take the black powder. Although, saying that, I don't really need any of it. So let's just take the black powder for now. That did give us a deed, which was under this tree. Nice. Look at this. Have a total output of 75 rum will give us the Empire one as well. So on the compass tree, then, that is down this one now. So actually, we're going to end up being able to get the Huracan. Another decent ship. Let's go sail production. You don't get the sail production until we get down this tree, or do we? I might have just unlocked it, which is concerning. But anyway, let's get back because we need to replenish your people. So I do think for now I'm just going to keep pushing the ale then on the trade one. There's no point. So you just hit tradelet and you get it in again, and then you can't do it for another 2 minutes. But it's a good way of earning a little bit of coin. And here we go then. So we officially have the Weaver building. So this requires a rope input and something else. So we need planks and stone. Oh no, that's just wood. So I'm going to set up a completely separate production chain for this then. And because we're going to need our ropes, I'm going to come this way. So we'll start with you. You see how complicated it can get very quickly. Right, feeding offal and waste has led to swine getting ill. Pirates are afraid to get sick as well if they eat the tainted meat. 30 minutes production minus 50%. I'm going to feed the pigs properly. That's okay. So I'm going to change over because I think we need... I'm going to go for shark tooth. I know we have the take 2 damage. No, that's not a good idea. Let's go back to Scarlet. And then we're going to attempt to put in... So we now have picaroons, remember. So if we slap some of these guys in, you get a pretty big boost. Now, you got to remember, it costs the upkeep. We have plus 20, but the upkeep is already at... So there we go. We're at plus 10. And then the other one... So we'll go... Let's maybe go down like that. 16 on the crew. Makes us pretty powerful. So we've got good numbers across here, so we'll be able to do some other stuff. Yeah, let's pause a booze. That'll free up 1 person. So what that means is I should be able to get a carrier from this one. It's quite important that we go and get some more people. So I'm going to grab the wood from this one here, and then we'll have that centralized. So then our wood from this guy is going to go directly from this one. That's one part of the puzzle. We don't have the bodies to sort the next one. So we're going to have to go on out, and we are after bodies. So we have a few. Not that one, but I can do that mission. It is actually prison transport. So we're going to go and hit that one there up. We're going to embark on that and sort our life out. And you know, because of the wood workshop, we're going to connect that probably into its own thing. Now, I can obviously build this now. I really don't want it to be a problem, though. So we need the leaf cutter related stuff, which is here, as well as this one. So I'm going to go on the rock here that's going to connect the two. And then this guy, once done, is going to then put out the weaver related stuff. So we'll stuff that in there. Let's get on over and get ourselves some bodies. Okay, so they're going to prevent us gaining on them and deal 2 to 3 health damage. I don't mind this one. We've got a lot of health, so it doesn't really matter if we go for this. We could prevent it, but I want the treasure. The gold is so handy early on, so yeah, don't you worry. So they're going to deal damage to health again, but they're also going to take 2. We could wipe them out, or I can push down the treasure route. We can hold on fine via taking a beating on health, to be honest, pulling treasure. So all depends. When it comes onto the crew, though, I am 100% going to prevent. Now they're preventing, I should be able to gain. And you can do it up to 100, so I'm going to try and play it that way. Health-wise, again, doesn't matter, so I'm going to go for the treasure, and that'll do. We could probably take them out now, so we're going to deal health damage. Actually, we can just, yeah, all-out assault them. Bam. Thank you very much. And that's given us quite a few deeds on the board now as well. What did we get? So claiming another one over here and another one over here. Oh, that's huge. So if we come into our board then, we're getting another one here. So I'm going to, rather than the mast, I'm going to go for catch the wind again for sail production. That now allows us to take a pick of the ships we want to get, to be honest. Over here as well, I'm going to go for planks. So we got another one over this way. So this is to gain... And we're fine to hit this one up as well. So we're going to embark on that one. We're good on HP and stuff, I think. And ship is over there. I need to bring this ship back as well because we need everything they've got. This one should be really easy. In all fairness, I want to try and pull treasure again as well. I'm just going to go straight for the one-sided deal. Just going to push the gain. We've got 3 lots. So I got another chance to probably earn the next one. More treasure. If player gains more than 12 to 27 advantage, gain a double roll. 12 to 27. So I'm just going to go for treasure on this one then. And we're on to the next phase. Close in to the target. So they're going to try and do crew damage now. So I'm going to prevent that and gain a roll. Now they're dealing to health, so that's absolutely fine. We could probably smash straight into this one. But at the same time, as they're dealing to this, I'm going to go support action here. Yeah, and we're going to take 3... Oh, no, I don't want to take damage to that. We'll take 25 damage to health and gain 12, because we're going to go home soon anyway. We've got plenty of HP. And we'll close in. Nice quick one there. Nice and easy. So we need to sneak 5 meters. And they're going to deal damage to us. Is there a treasure one? Oh, there is, but we haven't got enough for it. Gain 4 to 7. And yeah, we'll take that one. We might hit it. I'm going to go for 13 to 16 and the treasure. Good thing is we're going back home, so we'll be able to fix it anyway. Perfect. And the cohesion is quite important for us at the moment. You guys need to come home because we have a lot of people on board and we could potentially, whilst we build, just go. And that is another deed point. Form a smuggling run. And we're going to hit this one when I get back too, which is fantastic. I obviously need to fix stew. I'm on -1, but I'm just trying to get the numbers in, like I say, to get this fixed. I'm going to pause up my powder mill for a moment, because we're absolutely fine on that. And because we've got 581 here, oh, I can hit another trade. 585, I can, in fact, do another aerial lift that I'm going to use from this one all the way down. We could go further, that would be fantastic. But I'm going to come to here. Leaves us at 282 still anyway. What is the problem here? And then, yeah, from there, I'm hoping to get that across so we can put gunpowder straight in. The ship is here. I've already got another 2D points. Have 100 pirates on your island. That is huge. So I can turn this all back on. Now, crew-wise, I'm going to increase these to the 10. So I have 10 and 10. That puts us on okay damage and stuff. So at least we'll be sorted. And we're going to repair the ship. What have we got here? I see a dip. This is probably housing. Yeah, we're just shy then. That is not a problem. We can slap a few in. And I should be able to then turn these back on. So you can carry on. And we're going to link you to the wood to get the cooperage carrying on. And then we should be good on the meals after that. That's what kind of slowed us down on the rum too. And then piggy boys, let me see what I can do here. So one more pig farm. If I could squeeze you over here, that would be great. I can go up the top. Yeah, we'll go up top for now. All right, satisfaction should get fixed momentarily. We should have the rum coming in now and food as well. So I'm going to hit a second Buccaneer grill. What I'm going to do is bin out this campfire. I could turn it back on because it's shut down. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And we are going to go for a second Buccaneer grill. And this one, just wondering if we get this down by the storage, I can bring it straight in from this guy. And there we go. Problem averted. Back up we fly. So this guy then, let me see. So pigs, they're taking from this one again. That is a drain now. So we need a centralized storage. So we're going to set up you to you. And then pigs, you're going to get your piggies directly from this one. They are a 2 for 2 on these, so that's absolutely fine. And then this one should be directly connected to only there, right? So yeah, perfect. And then all of these connecting back to here. So meal distribution should be good. We fixed it. We've got the compass point. We now have the 100 pirate count. So let's come in. We've got 2 lots here. So one more point will get us the ability to do moonlight, but it'll also get us the gold seeker too. So for every gambling den, I don't have any. Boost all producers within pirate camp range for 1 hour. I don't like the RNG on that. So we're going to grab zipline. And then we have officially got points to go into this one. So it's worth having a look here. Improve campfire production. Every banner, increase cohesion. Gain 10 coins every time new drifters are recruited. Wow, that's pretty good. For every statue, gain 3 additional drifters every time a ship arrives with recruits. More comfortable housing. I'm going to go gain 10 coins every time new drifters are recruited. We're going to start pushing in. Look, to be honest, we can get up to like these nightshades at some point. There's so many all the way up, right? Anyway, that's the start of those. And we can now get back to what I was doing down here. And if you remember, I was building out the sails. So this doesn't officially have a link anymore. So I'm going to grab that in. And now we can take a look across the bottom. We have quite a bit going on. I will keep an eye on the wood and stuff as it's kind of producing. But at the moment, it has a full output. Let me see who's taking from you. Yeah, so they got the wrong link. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to go directly from this one up here. That's closer. So that will keep the Cooper running more efficiently as well. So we did obviously unlock the zip line. Construction cost is really cheap for these bad boys. So we could officially have zip lines going through. And this is for person transport anyway, isn't it? So we want to try and get that across the island, if I'm honest. Oh, these are so cool. I don't mind spending the gold on pushing in zip lines, but already absolute chaos. There's a community event, but I'm just going to come into the deeds a second for zip line. 20 zip lines here would give us 1 notoriety point on this one as well. Not all pirates get along despite our best efforts. Ensuring cohesion across the community, quarrels are inevitable. Okay, so mediate compromise, or we lose 10 people or 10 cohesion. I'm going to give them the coin. All right, let's take a look then. So for every cabaret, gain 10 gold for every new drifter. We're going to have to get one of these in. I don't know if this like does anything for happiness. It's going to be funny because there's obviously always ways to play this game, right? It's just funny how much... This thing's huge. I kind of want it over here, though. I'm going to put it there. Once that's constructed, we will see. That cost us 200, but I think it's going to be worth it because getting the extra gold as we pull people in in the long run will hopefully pay off. There it is. Does that require someone in it? It doesn't. Cool. Should we take a little look? I imagine it's like a performance. Yeah, there's a pig on a balance board. What even is this? All right, let's get on out. Let's see what we can do. So there's one small side quest over this way that we could quickly do. That's a bit of cohesion. Outside of that, we're going to need to change up who we've got on board to actually complete it. You see that we need a requirement of 4 and 10. As it stands, we don't have enough. Our ship strength could be better, actually. The only way would be to go into Picaroons, and that is our whole upkeep of rum. But it does mean we have enough, so I'm going to do that. Then we can go out, and we can officially do the tier 2 Raven in the jungle, and the reward is a captain who gives us plus 20 maneuverability and 7 seas raid goods bonus for coins plus 100%. Also gives 20 cohesion. Yeah, they each need their respective captain, don't they? So let's embark. And whilst we're going on that small one, I'm going to set up another small production chain of rum. So if we look in our sugarcane, we're 4 for 4 and barrels 4 for 4 as well. So we'd essentially need to build all of these again. So we'd need another sugarcane, another barrel. I'm going to stick all these by each other so I know, and then another distillery. I'm going to get it down on the side. We'll set up all these links themselves once they're done as well. So we'll get this one up. And that might be... I'm going to stick with booze for selling at the moment. I mean, it's really slow earner. There we go. Fully set up then. They're all linked. This one is then linked into this warehouse. Now, what I want to do is probably get a really small bridge from here over to here. Now, that should show as nice and close. There we go. We got a nice green connection into there as well. That should give us a bit of a surplus. There we go. Plus 20. So we can now spend those, which is nice. We're going to enter into the Crown Port. I'm going to quickly just smash through this, to be honest, and get what we need. It's only a little side one, isn't it? There we go. I managed to scavenge a little bit of gold out of it as well. Thank you very much. Now, 84 HP. Are we going to be all right to take this one on if I go there? Or is that asking for trouble? Maybe I'll go home first. I did unlock another deed, though. And it's our first one along here. So, let's see where we want to go here, then. Expand deposit capacity of quarries, elevator, and salvage. For every salvage dock, reduce ship construction and repair cost by 20. I'm just going to take the boost to the quarry. And what's that? Construct 100 buildings on your island. Okay, so straight into then the repair. And we're going to take on our first official big quest mission. I did see on these, you need to keep the ship in the area to carry on. I'm going to attempt to probably do... I don't know if I will go like directly in. I'm probably going to go down this way. It does say the recommended ship is the Reaver, so it does kind of tell you. On the compass, it would be quite nice to just keep pushing this way. So are you ready? It is time to embark on a first big boy mission. Do not fear. Get ourselves a new captain as well, so that might come in pretty handy. And ship is there. Let's do it. This is an actual big one too. Into the jungle we go. We've got to close 3,000 meters and they're going to deal damage to supplies. I could probably go straight in. Yeah, let's go straight into the 2,100. Let's gain that 15 treasure. We have 0 supplies. Let's get into our... I guess we went out with that. Did we not? Do you have to like restock? I'm going to take the damage to health. Also going to prevent. Again, like I say, I'm going to keep the crew up as much as possible. Cave at the back of the village. Reduce all opponent's stats to 2. I mean, this kind of makes sense, right? Cheap trickery. Gain 20 hints. I need to prevent, so we'll gain and prevent with that one. And let's take 25 damage to ourselves again and gain the supplies. They're going to try and deal to us again. Again, I want to prevent. Kind of playing these attacks as a counter to them. And doing it once again, so we are going to prevent. And we've done it. Perfect. Recruit Raven. Hello, Raven. Welcome to the squad. We have officially completed that one. So let's bring you home before we do anything else. We can check him out. And you get a nice boost of cohesion now. I think that classes as Chapter 1 completed, right? We have assisted Raven, who is working with the smugglers of the Golden Chain. According to them, immeasurable wealth can be found in these parts. We could join their hunt, and when the time comes, take it all for ourselves. Aye. So event is available then. Let's have a look. What is that? Complete your first principal quest. Complete raiding with Raven. Oh my god. Search in ancient archipelago. On recent venture, one of our crew overheard rumors about Amara. Word is she's roaming the islands on covert crown business. We can't have that. It's time we go on the prowl for the Spanish hound. She back out. Oh wait, so she's swimming about somewhere? There she is. Amara's scouting vessel. Welcome back. We've got our friend. So we're going to hit the repair then required for that. Get that fully sorted before we go out. I think we've got to fix the crew. Did we lose one on the way? Or did we have to get rid of him to carry our guy over? Maybe. There's complete raiding with Raven, though. It does say we have the recommended for all of it, so we could go and smash that up once it's done. I think we'd have to embark towards this one first, though. So, looks like there's timed events, too. We'll head that way and see. The question is there any other deeds we can do down here? So, pickaroons, yep. So, we just need that one aerial lift, don't we? I think the best thing we can do right now is take on another picaroon and then send ourselves out to this bit. So we're going to embark that way and see what's out there. Right, I'm going to set up a bit of a production chain of its own separate booze now. So I know I've got a big amount there. What I want to do is, needs to be by the food. I want to get another one going on this rock. This is like boozy rock. And essentially, that one's going to feed into our trade post again. So we can try and bring in the money. Now, it's a long old travel, to be fair. I might set up a... What should I do? Directly from you. Can I get you going all the way over? Get you going there. Trying to see the path. So it's taking the red one all the way through here. So they're not even using these ones. So I've got to find a way to connect up from here. Okay, got it yellow. That'll do. Anyway, let's enter. They're going to lose some supplies. So what do we want? Defend for remaining 3 turns. So, I mean, we're just going to gain... Bit of treasure's good. Let's take this one. We'll gain the extra roll. They're killing our supplies at the moment, so we just need to prevent the actual damage. And then we kill them. We've got 49 HP, so it should be fine. They're dealing, so let's prevent. Although I could just take the damage here. Yeah, let's go straight for the 18 to 24. Oh, that takes them down completely, actually. Let's hit them with that. Job done. What did we get? 250 leather. Oh, I think that was a random... thing attacking us. I'm not even sure. Yeah, we weren't even at the thing. That was a pirate boat.
Mighty empires occupied these islands a long time ago, leaving only ruins. Now new factions are trying to take their place. Take the free people of the Tribe Alliance, for instance. They could use our help. Maybe one day we'll need theirs.
The Tribe Alliance has been holding its own against the Crown for years. If we join forces, there's so much chaos we could sow.
Those old ruins are said to contain treasure beyond our wildest dreams. Well, I can't speak for anyone else, but my dreams are pretty wild.
Please don't elaborate.
During my travels, I also heard stories about ancient curses and unspeakable terror. If you believe in those sorts of things?
The Tribe Alliance and the Crown vie for power and influence over this archipelago. Should we involve ourselves in that conflict or seize the opportunity to do some treasure hunting under their noses? I mean, this is kind of our tree. Plus 2 wealth principal points, plus 15 cohesion. That's empire, so we're going to go for the wealth principal points. There we go. Look at all this area that we've just kind of unlocked. You can keep going further, can't you? So whilst the boat's out here, I do want to try and stay out then and see what we can do. I'm pretty sure we can do most of these. A jungle lookout. We've got some... Oh, 750 there. There's loads of treasure. There's also castaways. That's pretty handy. All right, let's go closest one first then. I'm just going to go forward. Let them deal the damage, but we'll get in. Now we have bad damage, so we want to prevent this, though. They take 2x damage. I could kill their crew, but I don't want to lose mine. There we go. So we're just going to straight deal crew damage. I think that does everything. Bam. Beautiful. The mercenaries are quick to betray Amara's mission. She is spying on the Tribe Alliance and their supporters in a secured chest. We find a detailed report meant for Admiral at Fort Vander Crew. Okay. Look how much goodies you can get on these. We can't do anything on the Crown Port. Shush, Amara. Did you see this? 80 drifters. Board damage 20 and above. I'm going to go for the smaller one first. We have good. I'm going to try and do these two before we go back. We'll have to come back There is just a drifting castaways we might be able to do, to be fair. Home is just running, so I don't need to do too much. You need multiple ships, really. So getting up to that is a good idea. I'll quickly smash through this. Oh god, they're going to deal 23 to 26 damage. Okay, we need to do this. Prevent the crew from dying. I'm going to have to sacrifice a tiny bit of crew to gain supply here. And I'm just going to hopefully smash straight through. There we go. Not going to mess about. It's too dangerous. That was just a random pirate ship again. So I guess the ones sailing around... We've got to be really careful here because we're really weak. Hopefully this treasure cove will be okay. Alright, we're in. We're all good. 750 as well. I think I would love to get these, but I think we're going to be there's so many boats that we're going to have to fight. So I'm going to get back, I think. Okay, sailors, scoundrels, crown deserters, people of all walks of life drift to our shores. Some would welcome them with open arms. Okay, we've got 80 cohesion, so we could probably spend... I don't need loads. Let's take 10. That's fine, I think. And then we're going to get back, because the last thing we want is to die here. And I'm seeing all the boats sailing around. It is dangerous, so we do need the replenishment. I think whilst we wait, we work on seeing what deeds we can do as well. So... one more aerial lift. We've got the coin now, remember, so we can build an aerial lift in. So I was working on getting this one down from here, but it doesn't need to be too big. You need the resources going down almost. So let's do that. There it is. Right, we'll take that deed point. And then compass, we're going to come across on this bit now. So we can get the char burner production, cohesion capacity for every banner, hire mercenary to trade coin for raid goods. No. Comfortable housing. I might try comfortable housing, actually. Let's give that a go, because I think it just gives more. Now, they do have a gold cost, so this is why we're going to need more gold production, but I'm going to get a couple of these guys pumping. I'm going to build a third, what's it called as well? A third pirate cove. I feel like that would be sensible. So, we've got these two here. We actually want a second port, I think, and it looks like we'd have to... I want to go maybe out here. I'm looking for resources we don't actually have. But it also needs to be like not difficult to build on, if that makes sense. We could connect easily from this one and that would give us the port. But we'd need to be able to get black powder across. I like the look of this one around this side. There's not that much though. It'd be nice to get that stone. Yeah, the stone deposit there. That would be pretty good, I think. So I'm going to get a pirate camp this end as well. I will connect this through the back. So we've got a pretty straightforward connection we can do. Through the back of the sand here, I think. I think that'll do for now. They can build that. We'll slowly get this one up. I might even just start their own separate food production here. Although we can do it with a pig herder, right? Yeah, we'll let that build first. Then we'll sort it. So I'm going to go ahead and demolish out some of the tents. Because I want to replace with houses. So I'm going to start with all of these around this bit. And replace with better housing, like I say. We should be able to get a few just down here. And it covers the amount anyway. You get way more in. And there's our deed for the 3 pirate camps as well. So we can carry on at least down this way. What do we get? What are the other ones? Salvage dock. Construction and repair costs. That's good. Greatly increased transportation speed with the elevator. Let's grab that. So elevator then. 50 coins. Is there a place that this would be beneficial? I feel like we could put them over here. I'm not going to do it yet. There's a bit of like... demolishing and stuff I'd want to do. Obviously each house costs coins, so I am going to spend on these, and I'm going to go ahead and demolish some of these tents again in favor of some better ones. So I got 3 more in there. I've got to clear out all those tents as well. All right, let's see what we got. So we actually did pretty well on all of that, didn't we? So we need to obviously replenish crew, repair the ship. I'm going to keep this ship for now because that's quite handy. It can do most of the stuff out there. And our next pirate camp is obviously in. So we're going to need, like I say, its own separate production. So I'm going to go for pigs. We should be able to build these up now. This is perfect for an elevator. And then from the pigs, we can have the food production next to this. And I may even put in a couple of houses. Let's do that. And then let's connect these guys. So if I go elevator there, and then we connect this guy into there. Should be all connected in. So we'll start a bit of a food production, and then from that we'll need booze as well. So I'm just trying to find the, what's it called? The galley then can go this way. And what I'll do is have it slightly further off this side. And this one is going to be slightly more separate. Now, the idea here was to get the port. So we need that separate pier as well. And that does mean we'll need a separate defense slot. So if I can get black powder across to here, we'll be laughing. There we go. Satisfaction should be good here. They won't need booze yet until we do anything. We'll just get a warehouse in as well. And this one is basic. The basic setup is done. Now let's put in that pier. And then we'll stick in a gun tower as well. Looks like, yeah, we'll have to go this end. And I need to figure out how we're going to get this across. So there needs to be a good way. A simple, fast, effective way for us to get things across. I think for now, we'll just connect them in. And then from you, we'll probably... If I can get a zip line, actually. And we've unlocked another deed point. So that's for notoriety. I'm actually doing the best on this one, weirdly, without even realizing. So that is up top again. Campfire production by 3 is pretty nuts. And how many times can we can put that point in loads, so we can actually get loads of food production in here. And I know we're doing the pigs, but campfire production could be good to keep going. So this guy now does 19 without the requirement for pigs, but Buccaneer Grill does 35. So pretty good. I won't get rid of this one then. So the travel time for black powder on this gun tower is huge. So I want a separate black powder setup this way if I can do it. That's logs, metal, if I remember correctly. And then we need guano. I know we have guano, but I'm not going to hit that in yet. And then let's connect this guy in. All right, let's go back on out then. We're going to embark probably over on this guy. We don't have these. I'm just looking at what we can do. It does say crossbone keys. And then raiding with Raven is that one. We can't do that one. Let's do this treasure cove here. We'll get out and then we'll do that. Now the black powder's in, so we'll get the... This is covered. Right, our port then. So let's start our next ship construction. So we can do quite a bit here. I don't know whether to wait for another point or not, but the Gold Seeker Reaver Plus is better than the Shark Tooth. But what I need is maybe something with damage. Prowler, no. This one, it would be nice to get one of these. This Azimuth, the Prowler Plus. Although saying that, this Gold Seeker Reaver Plus is pretty good. So I'm going to start building that ship. Although it's a 20 crew. Let me see if there's a deed we can do to get up to the 30 then, because we're almost there. We'd need to do a deed here for the Nightshade. You also need to spend 7 points, so we wouldn't have that. So I'll tell you what then, we'll make the Gold Seeker Reaver Plus for now. Now we've got a community event, Battered Refugees. Do I need them? We're about to get 80 people, aren't we? I want to keep my cohesion high, so I'm going to... Although you do kind of want them. No, let's send them away. I really don't need them. And we're going to enter this one now. Smash through this. I hate it because they're constantly dealing the crew damage. I really don't want to do that. We can keep preventing, but we're going to run out of supplies. They do the same attack every time, and it will kill us. This one, we have to accept that we've got to lose crew then on this one. They do take doubles, so we can just hit them with this one. It's frustrating. We're going to lose most of our crew. Alright, we got it. I mean, we're going to get 80 back for it. It's just frustrating that we're out here with only 10 crew now. So, bit annoying. Let's grab maybe the drift castaways, and then we'll go home again. Now, I've got my second ship obviously coming in, so once that's in, we'll be fine. So, over at this other one at the moment, then, I've just quickly set up a rope production, and we're popping this into this warehouse here. So, we've got an actual elevator through this as well. And what I've done is just get rid of all the tents and put in houses, not all of the tents, but most of them, to put in the other houses. Now, there's quite a few tents we can still get rid of. So I'm going to have to reconnect some things up. But I've got that many houses spare because of these big boys that we're fine. And that tidies up this front bit here. So we're going to hit play just slowly. And I'm going to put in, I kind of fancy a zip line from here. Would love to get it down. Yeah, let's get a zip line down into there. And then we'll get a normal connection from this one down here as well. I think... Oh, yeah, and I put this crow's nest in. So for every discovery event, we get the 20 coin as well. Because if I look at these, we've got particular few to do. So I'm bringing my ship back. I've still got to obviously hit these as well. But what I'm going to do is upgrade the Shark Tooth Reaver to the Reaver Plus for... her, then our new one, that when that's built, which shouldn't be long by the way, because we've got rope production here now, is going to be sorted very soon as well. Let me see. I'm thinking a bridge connection across to these, and then can I go Wouldn't mind connecting up from these guys. So we've got obviously the warehouse there that they're going to have to come from. So a zip line from there down to here is pretty cool, I think. So yeah, just tidying them up. I did delete out some of the resource mover ones as well. That's pointless. So see, like this one, that zip line's okay, but this resource one isn't actually doing anything. So I'm going to get the gold back for both of these. And we're going to replace those in better positions eventually as well. So just tidying things up, really. Let's have a little look around. But the place is looking cool, especially with this in. So fully defended 2 ports. Now, you can upgrade them to trade ports as well when you unlock it. Don't need that yet, though. Making okay money off just selling goods over here, to be honest. I was also thinking about utilizing some of this for some more cut stone. So let me just find it. There it is. The stone cutter here. I want this to feed directly from the warehouse here. So I'm going to get that in as well. And what I'll do is put in... I'm probably going to need another warehouse somewhere on this end. These are already pretty full. So... And it doesn't hurt to have them because we are going to build out this way with some more stuff eventually. So we'll just put cut stone into this one. And that does open us up to potential around here. And the easiest way for us to probably see what's going on is this. So we've got like salt deposits and stuff down here. Some different types of fish. This one could potentially give us 2 ports. Is that right? I don't know. We'll focus on these first though. And she's back. So we have so many drifters now. Let's have a look. So I think we are gonna... That's used all of our houses, but we are okay. And there it is. Deed of 2 ships. Nice. So I'm going to spend that deed point and then break down our other ship, obviously. A fleet of 4 ships is pretty big. Can we upgrade the piers to hold more? That's what I want to know. Right. So I'm going to upgrade the ship. Can I do it directly from here? Or do I need to dismantle? Let's dismantle this ship. Now we need to put captain back on the other one. And we also need to smash in the crew. So... Oh, I need a tavern over here before we can utilize this one. Okay, let's pop tavern there. So I'm going to have to get that one built before we can do it. And then obviously this boat, then we can get in the... Are we allowed 2 of the same? Or do we want to go for something else? Let's give better speed. Hunter Plus. Let's get one of those in then. I'm thinking about getting a... We're going to need full-on distillery connection though for this one. Although it's not that far, so if I can connect this guy in, so this goes to, I think it's this one. So if we get one of these zip line things from this end, so the quarry, can we get this across? Problem is the distance on these. And then we get from these 2, this is that gold again, but I think that's okay. Essentially just want to connect into that. And I want, look, that should send, hopefully the booze down this way quicker. I'm going to set it to obviously take from here because we've got it all. Now, the actual booze itself is being drunk super fast. So I'm going to change up one of these connections. Now, let's have a look. Let's get rid of that one. I'm going to come straight from the warehouse here. Now, we're going to... Yeah, that's really quick. Look, the booze comes across that line super fast. So I'm going to take from both of these. And what that does mean is I'm going to need even more distillers pumping and a warehouse to take those in as well. So just looking at all the connections here. I think we're okay. The tavern pulls in really well. We just need more alcohol. So what I can do is potentially cancel this connection on the trade post and put something else in, which I'm going to do. We'll trade those out, and then I'm going to connect in a different resource. And looking across, I think I might nab some cut stone. The green arrows are really helpful because we've pushed in cut stone from this end, or black powder. Let's try planks for now. It's really close. We'll just start selling those slowly. Does mean we should be able to manage the crew now. So I can get 20 into this one. And what we're going to do is hire someone that isn't boarding, I think. So we have the options now. Maneuverability on this guy. Look at that. He adds a pretty hefty thing in there. 70s raid goods bonus coin 100%. I mean, that's pretty crazy. We're going to assign him to that. I'm going to send him out to Whale Song Wake. Does mean our... rum production then is going to need to bump up as well. And what I'll do is set it up on this rock. Or where should I put it? Do I just push rum? Yeah, we're going to need a separate warehouse for this. So let's get some rum production going up here. I just need some gold for a new warehouse on this. So we'll go out trying to plunder a bit. So we've got cassava oven now, salt, and cassava picker. Do I even have this in my zone? No, I do not. So we'd need another pier to do this, I think. Oh, no, it's just placed on a fertile area. I can do it. So cassava, then do we have salt? Salt over here that we can't do. Salt there, salt there. So we can't do those yet then. That's fine. There we go. This is all fixed. So this should be coming in now. We've got proper rum here. So ship has reached. Let's go and enter. This is going to unlock the whole new zone, isn't it?
They are a dour and hardy lot, but they enjoy rolling dice or playing a few hands of whist for rum or coin.
Do I spy a gambling den in these parts? Excellent. I'm in the mood to wager some coin.
As long as it's your own coin this time. Wait, where's my pouch?
Whales are gentle, placid creatures. There must be more exciting beasts to hunt in these parts.
Who cares? They're a good source of oil and wax and soap, if you like that sort of thing.
Okay, Whale Song Wake is known for two things. Its whaling community and the House of Fortune. Seafaring principal points, 15 cohesion. I want the wealth principal points anyway. Unlock special location, House of Fortune. We're going to continue down that route. It just means we'll have the ability to put some more in here, right? So we've got 4 in this one already, and I do still want to go down the wealth route. I think I want to try and get this way anyway. I have no idea if I'm going to manage it. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's where naturally myself is taking me, you know? We've unlocked this new zone anyway, which is cool. So we need to go, what, search something? Can he do anything? Send a ship to play event. That's Jonah. Let's go grab Jonah then. He's a new salty boy that we can get. And there's Whale Song Wake. I'm going to do a couple of these first. Let's enter. Whale Song Wake. Whilst there, we hear the strange story of a man rescued. Yeah, we'll grab him. Plus 1 seafaring. Thank you. Yeah, look at all this. As we're discovering, we're unlocking a lot more on all of these, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to think what we could do. So warehouses, we're slowly getting there. Picaroons we'll have, so we'll get another point for that. Treasure caves we'll also grab. So we're about to get quite a few points into this one, which is good. Thank you, Jonah. We will look at your quest momentarily, but we've got a few... Oh, a friendly fisherman port. We can safely resupply here. That's handy. Let's embark on the Whale Song Wake, though, because it's part of our mission. And let's manage this crew. So we are going to... What do we have? Oh, no. Scallywags for this boat require... We can't use that boat. It requires those. So we're going to have to dismantle the ship for now and stick to the boats that we can do. That's okay. And in we go. A whale hunter. Prevent the gain on it. So we need to close 2,700 meters. This is fine. I'll just straight try and get in. Right, this is good. We can gain... Oh, look at that one. Just should have hit that one first off. Get some treasure. Wow, look at the size of this whale. Let's prevent some damage and deal. We can resupply, remember. So I've got 88 HP. Yeah, let's prevent most of the damage. Do it that way. And it got a bad roll, so we're getting double damage here. So it should be a good chunk. And then we'll finish them off, hopefully. Boom. Thank you, whale. What do we get there then? 300 whale blubber. I have no idea what we do with that. But I did see a new deed point completed. Hunt down a whale. Very nice. So this is down this way. I can carry on with the bootlegger one. I kind of want to just spam into that just to make my production really good. It just saves me quite a bit, like people, you know. Anyway, that is what else have I got to search here? Oh, you can enter that every hour too. Whale hunt contest. This is like a friendly area. Oh, he'll just continue going there then if I leave him on it. Now, I could take this Amara's Tavern Spy quite easily. We've got the details to do that as well, so I might hit that one up. So, standing on a small raft, the gaunt man they call Jonah faces us without really seeing us. His feverish gaze has long wandered into some other distant realm. Finally, he speaks. All is at the old gods willed it. Are you unwell? Should we call the barber surgeon? How did you end up in the belly of a whale? It was no ordinary whale, but an elder whale. As if that explained anything. Okay. A bunch of weirdos over here, let me tell you. Let's embark to this one. Let's go back to building our ship. They probably should have looked at this off the get-go. So picaroons are the one we want to go for because they don't require the cassava. And we're good. So we're going to manage the crew then. We're going to go straight into 20. We've got plenty of people here. I'm going to up my production even more when I can. We've got loads spare, so I'll sort that out. And who should I get in this time? I'm just looking at the base stats here. Gold Seeker could be pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and set up yet another production of the booze. I just keep going around here with these guys. I think we're fine. Got plenty of room. And they're all connected in. That should be okay. Again, going to need more warehouses. I've just got to make some money. Now, I've noticed the planks are worth good money. So that's pretty good. Problem is I need 2. So I need the one this end. Although, hold on. If I go tavern, I get rid of that connection and we pull it directly from here. Even if that fills up, we'll be okay for now. And then I won't need to put the warehouse in. And I want to directly stick a warehouse somewhere over here. It's getting pretty cramped. Down here could be good because it'll connect these guys in. So this one, we're going to break these connections off and manually select them. There we go. And then once the warehouse is built, I can pull it into directly from this one. This kind of sets me up if I push the other side, right? What do we have here? People haven't joined our community to pay taxes. I mean, cohesion's good. I might take a little bit of coin. I don't want to lose any people, so we'll go ask for a reasonable amount. And then we have completed the Picaroon deployment, so we can come in and let's have a look a second. Leaf cutter's good. What we got? The mercenaries I don't need. I'm tempted to get the banners because it increases cohesion capacity, so you can kind of spam it up. But char burner increase is good. Although leaf cutter deposit would be good to keep going on that one as well. Let's go char burner. Right, let's enter over here. The tavern spy. I think we want to try and go straight in here. Let's go for whatever can give us the biggest. One roll next turn is good. But that just gets us in. So prevent the gains. We're going to sneak in and get them. They're doing no damage. They're preventing 1 to 4 meters. So if we can go... We need to get to 27 meters. There we go. I don't have enough supplies for that one, though. So he's running away. We got to gain 3,000. So let's just go... They're going to deal how? Let's go straight in. Take the extra 100 coins, to be honest. Amara spy is loyal through and through. His lips sealed tight. We unseal them with a few gentle knocks to the teeth. He spills the details of his recent meeting with Amara. He even offers a copy of her written report to Fort Vanderkroon. Brutal. We can resupply. Let's just go there. I think we're okay to stay out a little bit. We got a bit of HP we can work with at the moment. There's this House of Fortune, which would be nice. I wonder if you can gamble. That's what it looks like. And then, yeah, second ship. Because we've got our crew, we can go out. I'm wondering, yeah, we can complete this, look. So we can complete some of the smaller task ones. It looks like we're going to be able to do all of them. Enemy ship is en route to attack our island. Can they attack from there? Incoming crown attack. I'm going to go and attack it with my ship instead, hoping that I can take it out. If that's going to work, but their gun damage is high. It's risky business. I mean, we're under the recommended. This is going to be funny. It's probably going to fail. What I could do, so if it attacks from there, I didn't realize we needed a gun tower here, so that would explain the red. I can get it in because we've got enough. So if I pop a gun tower around here somewhere, we haven't got it covered though, look. So where can it go? It can go over here. So I wonder if we can get that connected in real quick. Good news is we can arm it directly from here. We've got 6 minutes. I think we might. I've just pulled him away from the attack because I don't think we're strong enough. And we've got a deed done. Have a total output of 75 rum. That's not bad. What does that unlock now? We're going to get this, the Destroyer Plus. Honestly going to go into the rock and roll, though, the deposits of these. We've just unlocked the Azimuth, the Prowler Plus. We've unlocked the Destroyer and the Destroyer Plus. And that's powder mill production. Okay, that's pretty good. That makes sense for the Destroyer kind of path, doesn't it? Have we loaded up the guns yet? I don't know if it's going to work. Come on. I don't know if that's going to be quick enough. We'll see. What I could do is a zip line. Yeah, let's go zip line and then that connection in there. So it should pull in a little bit quicker. So I'm going to use this guy after repair to go to one of these close by. We'll clear out all these early island ones. Yeah, I'm ready. We can obviously repair everything. They can only shoot these buildings here as well, but I'm hoping we can get this in time. It looks like it is going to be fine. Yeah, I'm going to send this ship to this one for now. Then he's repairing. That's fine. And then with you, I'm wondering what we can do. Ship's about to come in, though. Gun tower is ready in time, so I think we're fine. Shoot that sucker. Let's go. Pretty sure just by having this gun tower and it can't do anything. Yeah, we took it down. So we're fine. And this is really good for cohesion, so that's fantastic. Well done. And let's enter in over here then. Charter with Charlie. I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. 20 charts. Let's go straight in. There we go. That was really easy. I guess we got the stronger ships, haven't we? We've recruited Charlie. Welcome. I'm going to embark on Crossbone Keys with you as well. Hello, Charlie. A nice new one. This does unlock different events when we do it as well, which is quite handy. So you get the side quests. We're obviously working on these main quests at the moment. So he's going to search Crossbone Keys. That should finish chapter 2. And looks like he is good to go. So we should be able to embark on... Well, I kind of want to do this one. Yeah, I think we're good. So we're going to go to the Overgrown Ruins over this way. I think we're okay to build that warehouse spare over this way now. So this one I want probably to be down this end. So we're going to connect these guys in, and I want this to come directly from the distillery. So I need this to come down here. So if I get... Is that perfect time for an elevator? I think it is. Let's enter this one over this way first. I think we're hitting some pirates. That's kind of frustrating. So they're just going to straight deal damage. Let's see if we can take them out real quick. There we go. Job done. That was easy enough on the ship. Perfect. We weren't quite in yet, so let's enter the next one now.
Crossbone Keys. An eerie place, like it's not fully of this world. Yet it draws in sailors from far and wide. In the Ocean's End Tavern, you'll hear some strange stories. And sometimes, you'll find you a part of the tale all along.
I've heard many tales from the Crossbone Keys. How much of it is true? Well...
Yeah, I bet it's all hogwash. Told tales are for weaklings and pretenders.
They say the mythical fountain of youth can be found in these parts. Its waters are surely worth a fortune.
Let's look for it together. You can have the profits, so long as I get credit for the discovery.
Ooh, some things to consider here then. So this is either the Fountain of Youth is notoriety. This cohesion we've maxed out. So yeah, I can see why you'd want to fill with banners to increase. Let's take lead the way, old man. Ooh, Amara's scouting vessel. You can actually kill her. I wonder what that does if we take her out then. I don't want to do that. Let's embark this way. All right, we're in. Let's go. So they're going to deal. We could probably prevent that damage, to be fair. I'll gain some wealth. We're doing pretty well on treasure here. It's quite nice to get the extra coin. Yeah, I'm good. We're going to prevent that damage. We're going to need to do a support action though now, which is fine. Let's lose 20 of our treasure and do that way. I can keep preventing, so we can kind of counter him. I'm hoping we can grab the next one. Run out, so let's... I think I'm okay to take this damage, to be honest, so that's okay. Let's just go straight for treasure gain. There we go. Got the max. 400 gold as well. Oh, we got a good amount. So we can now do the Great Pyramids. Conditions not met. Have we got to hit this treasure cave then? Okay, let's embark on that one. I think we're okay to carry on. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the amount you're doing. Even just with 2 ships, man. I think I'm okay here, though. I would like to see if we can get our hands on maybe one of these banners to start expanding cohesion support. But each one is good because we're gaining on all of these anyway. Another treasure cave. I'm going to smash through this one, guys. There we go. Nice quick one. Nice and easy. We are 100 on cohesion. Doing a good job. So we need to go for another treasure cove. What is that one? That must be like a further out tier. The map is huge. I didn't quite realize. So what we'll do is embark to resupply at this fisherman port here. And let's enter. Look at that for a haul. Got 1,500 from that one. That was a great one. Still can't do the Great Pyramid. I got to go down to this one, I think. We got a deed point for that, but we need somewhere to resupply. So what I'm going to do is send you home. We did unlock a beautiful deed point for the plunder there. So one more warehouse gets us another, almost another event for Kanja too. So this point here, I kind of want to grab the fancy banner. And we've got the money for this now. So I'm going to get in some of these guys so we can improve cohesion. So how much was that to construct? It's only 10 gold. So we can smash in some fancy banners across our pirate place. This is so cool. Things you love to see. And this will increase cohesion massively. So, and I want to get that really high so we can actually spend the cohesion points when we get the events pop up. Let's get one right at the front there as well. These are a bit OP. They're really cheap too. So let's just spam a few on. We're turning our pirate cove into something that resembles something pretty cool. There we go. So we can officially get up to 172 cohesion now. Oh, you can repair ship and get supplies at a friendly port. So I'm just going to grab supplies. Cost coin though to do it. Should we do it with black powder? I got so much. Yeah, let's do black powder. That's so good, the ports. And I don't need to repair. He's only just down. I kind of want to go all the way over. What are these? Abandoned settlement or the treasure. Kind of makes sense to keep going for the treasure, to be honest. The reward is so many drifters, though. I don't really need them. It does say complete abandoned settlement, so we'll go to that one. That's part of the side quest, isn't it? Now, I'm going to push a little bit of food production here, and I'm just going to get in a couple of campfires. And the only reason I'm going to do the campfires is we get the extra production from them anyway, and they're really easy. So why not, right? Just one for each zone, really. Right, ship is at the Seven Seas event, so I'll quickly go in. Some of these, honestly, I don't need to worry about kind of showing you, so I'm just going to smash through the smaller ones. And the only problem with that mission is we lost a few crew, so it's the only downside. What the hell? Okay, so we got some different quest updates. I've got to be careful here because they're coming across. But I did claim this one, which is huge. So getting all the way along, we got this last point is now going to unlock the Wolfhound. And the Wolfhound, I see we're going to need something else. So we're getting into kind of like the tier 3 ships. And it looks like there's 6 tiers. Let's just grab greenwashing into there. So we can now officially make Wolfhound. So what I'm going to do is, firstly, we're going to... Can I carry on with you? I probably can. I'm going to embark on this treasure. And back at home, I really want to upgrade this ship to the Wolfhound here. So you get 2 less supply... But look at the crew amount. That's insane. So what do these require? So the upkeep is 30 gruels. You need an outfitter. So this is quite excessive on what we need. But I am going to go for the ship upgrade. Because you don't necessarily need to get them in, right? Let's do it. I need sails as well. So sail production. We're going to carry this on. I can get these zip-lined over when we make some money. So we're producing the sail stuff this end. Let's get this in. I'm going to unlink this one eventually, and we're going to push this to be sails. Right, let's make sure we've got enough houses for all of these new arrivals. I mean, well done. This crew, I kind of want to upgrade to the tier 3 again as well. The only thing we need to look out for is it does become... maybe I'll keep one Reaver. Yeah, we'll keep this one. We'll kind of get you repaired, and we'll fix the crew in a moment. I've unlocked a couple of deeds now, so... Total pirate count and 10 warehouses. I mean, let's check in then. I don't need any of your banners. I kind of want to keep the campfire points going in, because that's going to make my life a lot easier for production. We can now go into this tier 3. Improve aerial lift, so 4% speed for every point. Expand salt deposits. Unlocks Tanner. Gain gold immediately. Pay it back in bits and bobs with a little extra for trouble. So loan shark. Well, helps with global. Improve Buccaneer grill production. Look at that. +5. Wow. Okay. It is one of those. Right. This is where we could probably lose cohesion. So we've got 2 bitter rival factions form among over a seemingly minor social disagreement. I could just spend the booze, to be fair, actually, because I've got loads. So just go ahead and spend the booze. Anything to keep cohesion high is probably good. And then let's just go straight back to the picaroons in here, because they were pretty good to go out doing the little jobs. Right, we've just unlocked the outfitter stuff. Look at this. It's just gone crazy. So, I need the resources. Leather. This... Okay, so leather itself just needs to be on the ground. So, let's see where this is. So, we know we need the leather. Oh my god, there is so much. We're also going to need the soup kitchen. So, these production chains will get sorted eventually. So over here then we want it because we've already got this production chain. So if I can squeeze one of you, we've already got the space hopefully to get these in. So you there, bit of tanning, we can get up the top. They got to travel all the way from over there though actually. Let's say related buildings, pig and salt. So we need the salt from over this end, don't we? We're actually going to have to get another pirate cove at the front. We do unlock another port there if we do it. It does overlap. I think I'm going to go for it. Does mean I can utilize this space for like pigs and stuff then, and we'll get some houses in down there. All right, we can hit the deposit for turtles this side too. That's good. So we do have most of it. God, production chains are insane on this. Good thing is you can see them all via this. So like you see there's slops. This is what we need. So we're going to need obviously the slop shop. We've got all of this running anyway. We just literally need the pigs into leather and then the salt, which we can hit from here. So salt deposit. We're obviously going to hit that one. We've got to wait for the pirate camp. We want some pigs, which we'll put here. And that all requires this to finish off. And we've got plenty of bodies to accommodate as well. And what I'll do is just get in maybe some small amount of houses just knocking about on this bit. I don't know why I put 2 tanners down. Let's get rid of one of those. So the tanner requires pigs. I'm going to get rid of that connection there because I want pigs over this way. So we're going to put fertile area. Let's stick the pigs down this end. This is a good one to hit in an aerial lift when we can. But for now, we're just going to have to go up on the cliff edge like that. And there we go. It's in. Again, we'll need our own food production over here. But if I go for 2 pigs, actually, I can then get 1 Buccaneer grill off the back of this. And that'll cover all this. And then one, there is so much to think about. We're going to need a storage. Put the storage a bit more central, just above it. And then whilst we wait for those, let's go finish this jungle trail. There we go, all done. Nice extra coin. What do I do over here then? It says just search Crossbone Key. Have I got to do Ocean End? But I can't because you've got to complete Fountain of Youth. Ah, there's the Fountain Gates. Let's go in there. Salt we've already got. That's going to be down here. We do have salt stored in our pier. So for now, look at the distance to this. That is insane. Can we get like a travel point going down the front? Maybe? Might be able to. Yeah. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Right, I'm going to grab the outfitter up here then. So we're putting that in. This is all set up. We've got the food. Everything's all good. It's going back up now. We've got the leather coming out, going into storage. And the salt connection hopefully will come from here once it's built. And this is again, probably a prime candidate for elevators. So salt is in now. We're going to connect this from down here. So when the piers run out, we'll grab the salt from here. We've got plenty of people to be kind of doing all this anyway. And yeah, once I've got my pier in, we're going to need more anyway. So I've got to grab a gun and pier slot for this one. So much to think about. Just getting it all prepped in before I move on to the turtle soup. Alright, so that outfitter's in. We've just got to make those actual bits of clothing, right? The leather one is in. This, if I can squeeze you somewhere around here, this would be fantastic. Don't know if that's good. Let's maybe go up here. I'm going to set up my own connection down to the warehouse and then you probably down to there. No, we got our leather in. So all we need is this connection. So we don't want to come straight from the shop. We actually want to come directly from this end. So this guy, I'm going to connect down from you on the warehouse. Now we can get more production for that as well. So I've got to pick up a way. I think a zip line down to that warehouse is fantastic. So they should be able to use that. And then is this, again, aerial lift from here would be so good. And I have enough for an aerial lift. So I'm thinking maybe if I can nab you on here. Although I won't need the zip line if I aerial lift from here. But this wants to go right up and get this nearby. That's okay, I think. There we go. So really, really hoping this will come in. So we've got the clothing. And then we'll set a link to there. No cobbler or master tailor, but that will do. Oh, fresh drifters as well. Do I need them? Not really, but I'll take 10 more. So yeah, clothing in. That was a huge production chain, to be honest. And this is kind of nuts over here already. So I think we're good for a gun tower and then a port. So I'm going to hit both of those up. Obviously connect these in. Pretty straightforward. So let's go from you to you. Now this guy obviously will be connected in, but we've got a problem. I think what I want to do is bring them this way, and we'll go as far as I can this way up into here. That does mean then we can get black powder down to this tower, and that'll be a 4th opportunity here. Sorry, 3rd ship, but another one. And then did we have port space this end? No, we've got 2 there though. Right, let's enter the fountain gates then. Oh, we're in. All done. Not really any treasure or anything, but that's the fountain gates. So what do we have here? Tasty drinks and good company was the real fountain of youth all along? What kind of malarkey is that? As for the old marina, he somehow gave us the slip. It's like he never even existed. Look at this. 50 drifters plus 2 notoriety points, 200 rum and 200 wine. Thank you. What is this treasure fleet? We don't have the armor for that. we have completed what? Fountain of Youth? Are these all side quests that we're doing? I don't even know. I'm just rolling with it now. We do have lots of deeds done though. Our compass, we have so many points here. Again, still, this unlocks this tier 3 for this one, but I'm wondering what we grab in. We could gain, we don't need the drifters, do we? We don't need the housing, so I think we'll put the point into plank production. We have more points now to go up into tier 3 this end. Salt production is good. Oh, all hands on deck from 50% to 80%. No, soup kitchen production. That might be handy later, but I'm going to stick in these. We've got a load of points, so I'm just going to go into plank production for now because we can trade them. We're actually pushing further on authority without even realizing. So what else have I got? I can now do this. So Ocean's End, I can hit this one up. So we're going to go and do that. That finishes the last one for chapter 2. Group of sailors arrive on our island. After staying at the Ocean's End Tavern, they say they heard some pretty outrageous yarns about high sea adventures. Whoa, 150 drifters or 500 coin. I've got 155 spare, so I'm going to take the coin. Alright, we got a ship en route. Is my gun tower being loaded up? Let me have a look. Yes. 17 minutes, we'll be fine. So that should be all sorted. I'm going to build another ship on this one as well. Anyway, let's have a look. So our other one that we didn't do, I think I'm just going to go for 30 picaroons for now. I think I can add in some swabbies as well. They do, what do they give? No, they don't really give a boost to any of these. I guess they just give us some crew. It does affect our upkeep. We need to get, you know what? I'm not even going to touch this one yet. We will get someone in there. Let's see. Charlie has the speed and maneuverability. That would, where does it put us? Yeah, I might get Charlie. We'll assign Charlie to this ship, but what we want to do is probably try and get up to the turtle soups or whatever they are first. So that's probably our next thing. So this requires turtle and water. Now, turtle here. Drink. Do we have water? Oh, we have plenty. Good. So I've got to try and figure out how I'm going to do this now. It doesn't matter which one. So let's get a brand new... This is going to be tricky. Let's get brand new storage right at the top here then. I'm going to work with this one. And I'm going to try and potentially get a zip line. Too steep. Okay. This might be elevator then. There we go. We can zip line all the way down. So that's one way. And then on the way back up, you're just going to have to run. But we need a tabby constructor. Oh my god. So we're going to need what? Oh, this is... So input is the shellfisher as well. Oh my god. The production chains here are going to be nuts. So what I'll try and do is force these up again. So hopefully from this one, we should be able to connect up. Let's get those to build in. Then we'll need the lime kiln, which is this end. Oh my god. We're connected in pretty well though, so that's fine. I'll get all those built. Alrighty, so paused up. We actually finished chapter 2. I didn't realize it was just killing the scout ship that was driving around. The logo is that. So we've got the finale for the Amara one. Now, let me just show you. We've got the full setup all done. So essentially, the only thing you need to know is we've got the brick productions. So we've got the tabby coming in with the setup there. We've got the turtle soup coming in, which is at +10 at the moment, or +8. And then the water also coming in from down there as well. So we've tried to make efficient connections. Now, what I'm doing, I've got the tier 3 ship assigned here. So in order to get picaroons, and we can do crow's eyes, but picaroons will need to get some booze across, as you can see, for both. So I've got a tavern coming in here. And I've got one set up from this end and the other tavern is over this end. So this is really full, so I can use it. But what I'm doing, I've got another trade post here and another trade post here. So this one's selling planks, this one's selling excess rum. And what I basically need to do is set up a separate rum production this end. So before I do anything else, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it is really, really easy anyway. So we're going to pop sugarcane. We're going to put a barrel and then the rum, and then from that I'm going to connect it down. Actually, that one I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to bring the actual rum stuff slightly closer this side, and all of this is going to be simple connections. So we'll have all of you coming in, and then you, there we go. We'll get these in. Then what I'm going to do is that'll allow us to hire everything that we need here. Now we've got to be careful because the turtle soup production is a little bit slow. It's mainly the turtles. So I think ideally we want points in that could probably improve this, but it's more the travel time. So what we need is a more efficient way. So we've got zip lines going down, but coming back up isn't great. So I'm thinking maybe actually elevators coming this end, and then from you, hopefully, coming up. Problem is, it has to be really steep. Demolish this junk out, and we'll slowly connect these as best I can. Coming back in. Still not great. It's red. So we need an actual... Should be using the zip line. The zip line goes to this bit. I think I got it. So this should be slightly quicker. Yeah, there we go. It's yellow up and down. So that's fine. That should improve that. We got one extra, so I can get that going better. But anyway, let me focus this one up. So we're going to grab... Well, we don't want any connection with you yet until this is ready. And then we'll push that into the tavern directly from here. And we want a... Maybe... Yeah, I can use this warehouse too. Ideally, we want to keep selling from these, and it's filling up very fast. So we're now able to pull in a good amount of gold coin. And we've got... What is this? A dread whale is attacking us. Oh, we're on a tier 3 ship with him. We've got 40 crew on this one as well, which is good. There we go. Dealt with the whale. We'll take the blood, but that's fine. We're actually on our way over to just some small side quests here. We're not quite ready to take on raiding with Raven. We need the better armor. So if we look, we got 15. If we go in here, it's actually boarding damage. We need to get up to 34 on that. So we'd have to max out the crew most likely, which isn't going to be possible. Maybe with her, we might be able to. Let's go in. Here we go. Months ago, the exploring vessel Prosperity disappeared without a trace. She was last seen in this region. Find out what happened. Okay, we got Wealth Principle. That's good. Extra cohesion once sorted. So we got to keep going. We have. Anyway, can I get this production going now? Perfect. Your link is good. Your link is good. And then Tavern. We need you directly from there. And then Wine is the other one we're going to have to do later on. There is some serious... bits that we need to consider. So from that, I should now be able to manage this crew and max out these guys. And I see that Soup, I can go up to 12, I think. Where does that take us? 29 boarding damage. We actually need to probably try and max that out. And clothing is going to be a huge problem. So this thing's not very fast. I've actually got this one set up here. I'm going to pause that one to see if that helps. So... Production versus drain 5.5. So we need another outfitter then, another slop shop. And I put this one next to it. Should be able to take directly from this one. And the production chains are nuts, man. They just keep going. There we go. Clothing's good. So raw resources now are going to be a problem. Before we go in, let's take a look. So turtles and lime I'm not bothered about. So turtles, if we could find another one of those, that would be fantastic. Problem we have is we only have them over this end. So I wonder then if we turn something into a trade port. We don't have it unlocked yet, actually, because that would be super cool. The only other thing was to unlock this back end here, grab turtles and then transport them across. But we have coin to at least make a little bit better a decision by going up with this. So if I can get this as high as it'll go, we can make this connection better. So I'm going to destroy all these out. And then we can exclusively go from this one. It's green. Perfect. Right, we should be able to get that going. Outputs to full here. So I actually realized the problem is I'm not storing the clothing direct from here, am I? So it should come from there, not there. So that's actually our problem. And then am I doing the same for the food? Food is directly in here. The food we want to serve should go elsewhere. Well, what do we have here? We meet with the captain's wife and ask her whereabouts of the Prosperity. With tears in her eyes, she hands us a map. Bring him home, will ya? We'll take kind of just any. Be honest with her, he's probably dead. Oh dear. The singing pig. We're going to go off to that then. This is part of it. There's only some small... Can I do any of these? Yeah, the other ship is strong enough to probably do that. So we're going to carry on. So you're going to come in. And you're strong enough to come and do raiding with Raven. So let's go. So yeah, the only thing causing us problems is going to be that turtle soup then. So I am going to have to set up a 5th pirate camp just to transport that over. That was a quick one for the side quest. We'll take it. However, to bring him home. Oh no, that was a ship in the way. We weren't even doing the mission. We'll wait here and quickly do this one then. The singing pig. Okay, just loot as much treasure as possible from here then. So I don't necessarily need much. They're dealing damage, so that's not ideal. I'm actually tempted to leave. I really... Crew, can we deal with that? Are we going to gain any? That is the question. Yeah, we don't want to lose too many crew. 25 is still okay, so we can carry on. I'm going to finish. I don't want to kill any more crew. Look. Oh, that does still count, so we'll take that. Now, just still trying to fix the income here. Oh, it's actually just a house this time. That's good. Very simple then. So let's get one of you in. I'm going to put in a couple. Keep these guys happy. I think the rest is okay. We've got... Yeah, we got the food, we got rum, we got the soup. The turtle soup obviously is coming in, but I've got to fix that. So I think I'm honestly going to go ahead and set that up now. And we would have to go somewhere over here. The travel time is going to be nuts on this thing. Can I go a little bit closer? I can. I kind of want to overlap it. And I'm not going to set up the ports for this one. So we're going to slowly bring those over. And I'm going to need to make gold and just bring it all over via lifts is the plan. There we go. We are connected in though. So yeah, I'll start getting that one set up. I'm going to go across the top. If I can get them out like this. So if I can get something set up to bring an aerial lift through these from the top of this one, we should be fine. I am going to get these turtle things placed down though. It's going to be nothing fancy. It'll be a warehouse over this side. And then maybe 2 houses to accommodate them. I don't need anything else, I don't think. No, I need some more gold. Maybe a tent then. And there we go. We get a deed point for the pirate camp. So with this one, if there's anything I can put in to give extra resources of something. Powder mill. No. I think powder mill then. It's going to be the only one. We can use that for trading. We actually need points over this end to put into food production and stuff like that. Right, let's go raiding with Raven. This is a proper one. This is, remember, the part 3 of the big boy. So we need to gain 70 meters. I'm going to go for a big one. And we want to prevent every single time to our crew. Don't mind taking a bit of damage to gain the full welly here as well. On the next one, so they're going to deal... What's this? Reduce the enemy crew. We're going to have to just straight hit them, I think. We're going to have to take the hit to the crew. I really don't want to, though. Let me just see if it comes up with it over and over. Yeah, it does. Oh, God, that's a huge one. Oh, no, they're preventing. So if we deal 69 to 74, we should be able to take a good chunk out of them. And then we'll prevent again. And we're in. The last one's just gain some hints. So we can straight up. We haven't got enough for that. We've only got 3 here. So I think we're going to have to get a supply 1. Let's lose a tiny bit of treasure to gain the supply them. Good news is we can do this twice. There's no supply left though. That's the only problem. But we're in. Good yield as well. Perfect. We're free to plunder the hoard of the Emerald Temple. While we stuff our pockets, we notice Raven picks up a peculiar item. A human skull, uncannily real in its design and covered all over with an inscription. He smiles widely. We learn from Raven that the Golden Chain is aiming to loot the lost Golden City, a place of legendary riches and untold dangers. They operate out of Port Concordat, the biggest trade port in the region. The Golden City, eh? That's our next one. We got our rewards back for our ship, which is nice. Let me just open up the journal then. So we've officially hit this one. We've got 3 more missions to do. Old God's Map. Look at the power you need, though. The boarding damage needs to be 60. So we're quite off on that. Good news is, hopefully, whilst we're here, we should be able to pull out a little bit more on the side of these and unlock the deed points. All right, look, we're up to 900 and something gold. So I should be able to get our connections even better here. So these guys, like I say, I would love to bring. I don't know whether to come off the side here. Yeah, we'll go off there and then there. Resource-wise, can I reach the... Oh, that would have been perfect. So we can come this way, though. What I'm going to do is destroy out these suckers. Got enough for 1 more, so I'm going to get rid of these. And hopefully bring that down into there. There we go. So, connection-wise, these guys hopefully will be getting their resources from over here using those super fast methods. And that did give us more deed points as well. So we've built 15 aerial lifts. Let's claim that one. So tanner production, expand the salt deposits we might need. This aerial lift speed, though, would be amazing. Guano's okay. I'm going to do the salt deposit because if we click on salt, we need it to go up. It lasts quite some time, but extra bit in each one is great. So I'm getting attacked again in 12 minutes. We're ready. Gun tower's good. So no drama. Let's get you nice and repaired. She's going to be my main one at the moment. I just need to get into that better ship, but I can't imagine... Yeah, look at what we're going to need. It unlocks a bloomery, hammer mill, rotisserie, birdcatcher, and herbalist. We're going to need an insane amount for those. I'm also going to check where we've got to embark this way for the Buccaneer's End. So this might determine what we're doing after that, which is good to know. Right, I need a warehouse that I can stock to get the turtles over to this guy. So what I can do is just go straight into the food producer then and link in. I know this is a long old trek, but this is temporary for now. So I'm just going to link in all of those to kind of run for a while across, just whilst we get all of our zip lines sorted and stuff, which is going to cost us money. Now, as soon as this tavern's in here anyway, we are good here and we'll have everything required as it's just stew. We're going to keep these at a lower tier. I'm going to send you out to Buccaneer's End and we are going to defend. Now, I think we've got a problem somewhere. Black Flag Bay is struggling with the tavern. I don't know whether we need another tavern then. Or we've got you as a connection. I think I need to speed up the connection across to the tavern. This has so much. Or this tavern, maybe we connect in directly from one of these producers. One where there's a surplus. Trend's not great on those though. I know what I need to do. I think warehouse close by. And we're going to connect that into you. And then from this warehouse, we're also going to go ahead and grab in a second connection from there. So we'll have a bit of a runner buffer to this warehouse. That should fix that. All right. Some people, usually from well-to-do families, find the idea of high-sea piracy incredibly romantic. Naive and misguided as they may be, they have found their way to our shores. Our cohesion is huge, so I'm going to take them all. Let's go. Now, obviously, might need some hands to sort that, but... And here we go. The attack is here. This will go down anyway. Got the gun tower there. No damage. It's nice and easy, to be honest, the defending. And we'll take those cohesion. And we're in at the Seven Seas event. Crown Patrol. I might go for just a massive damage one. We can take it, so... Yeah, we can deal this again. Although I'll take the roll, actually. Ram and board. I really don't want to do that. We can prevent here and deal a small amount.
Good job.
That was easy. Just a small crown patrol. We're about to hit this one anyway. There's so many different missions to do. Like, it's insane.
Buccaneer's Head. The name says it all. The Crown rules these waters. They keep a special prison for the likes of us.
Hundreds are rotting in the bloody Bastille. Break them out, and they'll beg us to take them in.
I suppose having more hands wouldn't hurt? If they wash themselves first.
The bloody Bastille. Trust the Crown to bring the worst of the old world into the new.
If they think the name alone will scare us off, they're wrong. That prison is ours to break.
Break into a prison, eh? Is that what it is? Buccaneer's End is too close for comfort. If the Crown is allowed to keep it as a base, our island will never be safe. We need to remove the Crown from the area without triggering all-out war. Okay, we'll make the merchants scared to do business with the Crown. I mean, it does say the ambush here we're good on. What are these? Trading company. We don't have the maneuverability as the recommendations, but we might still be all right. Lots of different principal points you can get from here. And that was a deed point we did unlock anyway. So the blue one. Ah, that's the booze production. Let's keep going into the bootlegger then. Don't know where to send him. It's got enough supplies. Should we try one of these? We'll try one of the smaller ones, I think. This is pretty good. Gain 400 to 900. Reduce all stats by 2 to 9. Let's just hit straight into deal big damage to both.
Once again, we make sure
There it is. Oh, that's easy enough. Even though it says a maneuverability then, we should be fine. I'm going to embark on both of these and into the next one. And there's the second one. What are we hitting here? So it must be... We got so many side quests. Look at all these, man. There is so many to do. I mean, we've cleared all those ones. I do think I'm going to need to send you home, though. Anyway, you see these extra food bits that we need? The soup one. I think we need a second soup kitchen, and we could probably get away with doing it this side. Also, a second water. Not yet, though. If I need it, I'll get it in the next one. So, the soup kitchen, honestly feel like we could transport it from, like, this end. And then what we'll do is actually set up a proper warehouse to carry over. So, if I put this warehouse here in, and then this soup kitchen here, I should be able to connect them in. And I might also keep those separate and actually stick the second water on. Why not? And what I'll do is then transport directly from these. So this kitchen here, I'm going to break both of these connections. That's actually really fast. Look. Doesn't take them long to get over at all. I'll break one. I'm going to go to 25 and we're going to max out that. So this ship now has pretty good stats. 37. So we should be able to take out most things, to be honest. Yeah, we can go and take her out with that. So I'm going to send that one in. So this warehouse then, we're going to take in the turtles from both. And then we're going to remove the one off there. I'm going to leave that one pumping for this. The second one, hopefully, is going to come in for these guys. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Let's speed that up. Probably take the water directly from this one. And then this kitchen then, we should be good to connect directly in from both of these. All we need to do is wait for the turtles to come across. The production will be a little bit slow, but I reckon from this top one here, look, we can at least or get zip lines going down. There we go. We're in the +5 and just about out of the clothing, which is a problem. Let's get you repaired up. We'll sort you out in a moment. We've got that boat good. Wow, that was crazy, man. She's over there about to fight as well. But this, I just want to show you kind of everything here. They're pretty advanced already. It is nuts the amount you build. Remember, that's 5 pirate camps. So not bad. Anyway, we're going to enter over here, though. It looks like Crown Patrol has caught us. I'm going to try and just take them out straight away. There we go.
Good job.
And then we're going to carry on, hopefully. Is that another one? That's a merchant ship. And we're going to go in and see if this becomes a problem. Ambush from Mara. Let's go. Just got to survive. So I just want to make sure my crew doesn't die here. Let's go. Right, lose the edge, deal some damage. So we want to prevent the crew damage. And just go straight in. We might be able to get close enough to almost finish it here. So if player gains more than 12 to 27 edge, gain a double goal. So we want to go probably... Just lucky hit should cover us, right? Oh, too shy. And there it is. So reduce the health and crew below 75. So what we want, we can take this damage. We just got to hit them with this one. Thank you, Amara. Fine, run back to your little island. Enjoy the time you have left. My work here is done. Oh yes, boom. Amara's running off to her little island, is she? Hunt down Amara. I did it. Get out of here. We uncovered Amara's espionage. It is clear that Crown Admiral Mikado is planning to move against the free factions. That can only include us. We don't know how soon the attack will come, but when it does, we best be ready. Oh, there we go. Chapter 4. Complete gathering of factions. I got all sorts to do then, haven't I? Right, the next thing I need to do is, before we go any further, completely fix my clothing production. So we've got 2 of these guys. So leather might be a bottleneck here, but it shows us green, so not necessarily. What are we waiting on here? Is it the output to the... So we got 2 slop shops. It does show, though, leather being the problem. So if we get another leather works, I could boost the salt here to see if that helps. I think just making a bit more gold, again, to speed up these. These are the best things, these aerial lifts. They are so good. So we've got 1 lift there. If we get an aerial lift from this coming up, let's try that. Yes. Is salt taking that route? Yeah, there we go. So hopefully then that might speed it up. So the tanner coming in is good. So then we've got connection into you. So leather is struggling directly from this. So I do think a second one then, it seems. Oh, salt is going to take a little bit of time to get to this one, but it's not so bad. And then pigs, once this is in, we'll get that one going. Right, how weak is she? Is there anything else we can do over here? Drifting castaways, we could take those. This whole zone's a little bit stronger though, so maybe not. I'm tempted to just go and take out these small ones. Now, we don't have the maneuverability, but it lets you do it. So we'll give it a go. We're just floating about on the map. Now, I've sent you... So Wolfhound is on their way over to her with old Jefferson. We're going to finish the side missions. I'm going through. I've done a few others, and what have happened is basically some of these side missions give deed points, and I'll just go through kind of what we've done. All we've been doing is in the producers, so I've boosted 2 of 5 on the tanner. I've boosted the food, the speed, the salt deposits, and we're up to the bigger tier at the top this end. So this boosts the soup kitchen, which is huge, and then extra salt production as well. And then down this way, we have put 1 in the apothecary. It doesn't really matter. But then on the section here, I mean, look at this thing. But I'll go through now. So I set up a 5th pirate bay. A really simple one here. So it's got food set up. and just some vines, 1 gun turret to cover this area, and it's all because we needed this second salt deposit. So as it stands, we're using that to go in as well, and you'll see our production. I mean, let's open it up. We're looking pretty good. The one that we might need to sort, other than everything else, is going to be the fiber. Now, it's not too bad. We can increase that anyway, but we could pull some of that in. We've unlocked loads of stuff. Problem is, you need to put it on these deposits. We have a few like knocking about everywhere. So what I can do is just maybe put a fiber deposit there. We got good money, but I want to finish what I was doing first. And we're just going to connect these guys in. So this one here can be used to pull in that fiber once it's built, because we're at the moment we're pretty much only taking in from the building, and we want to actually break that connection and pull directly in from here. This should, in theory, pop that one back up. That's good. So ropes are fine. I see pigs. So what I did do as well is set up all of the warehouse pigs going into these ones as well as sugarcane to kind of centralize them. We're pulling some pigs into this one as well. And we've got extra leather and clothing obviously going. I've been boosting it. You'll see that we pulled in a crazy amount of drifters. We hit the achievement for over 500. So, I mean, we don't have to worry about any of that now. And we're trading food out in this little zone as well. Now, once she's done with this mission, we're going out to it. I am going to bring her home, and I'm hoping I can turn this into a tier 2 shipyard, because we have unlocked that as well. So let me just show you this a second. Where is it? There. So we have the trade pier. I wouldn't mind getting that in, so we could upgrade one. To be fair, I might be able to upgrade this to a trade pier. I'm going to give it a go. And you have to buy a trade ship, do you? Okay. I want to try the trade system out, so I'm going to grab a bedlam in there and see if that works. But yeah, all in all, really, really good. So we unlocked a crazy amount of other productions. You'll see we've got the copper mine into Bloomery. We have unlocked the herbalist, the bird catcher, and the rotisserie. And I'm only going to put these in when we require them. And then off the back of that, we can do master carver and the hammer mill. And then we've got cochineal harvester, and then we've got pigment maker, and we've got apothecary. But I don't actually need any of them. We're genuinely trying not to go down that tree. So this game's awesome, man. There is so much to do. And like, yeah, it's worth doing the side missions, guys, 100%, because you get lots unlocked for it as well, and special little missions. Okay, we got our trade pier then. So the trade pier can be used to do stuff. I'm not going to put tier 4 on any of these, I don't think. Navigators require wine and apothecary. Oh, that gives you a really good boost, though. Look at that for boarding. Well, there's the Bedlam Reaver Plus, which is probably even better. So we want to bring the ship back and make and upgrade it into that one once she's done. And I'll do that from here, because this is our tier 3 stuff anyway. And let's go finish this little side mission. There we go. All done. Nice quick one. Oh, is there more? Hold on, there's more. This one is crazy. It just keeps going. Can I do that with her before I go back? Probably. Let's try it. There we go. No squeals or grunts, just shallow breaths and blood. The entire crew feel the weight of their decisions as they stare into Jefferson's pitiful, all too human eyes. Ah, a pig. It roams freely on the island. I mean, we have loads, but it means a pig will run around. I don't need any of this. Let's, yeah, we'll take the pig. Don't think we can catch anything running around in here. What's this? Complete the quest to Sailor's Pig. Oh, that was good. Wealth principal points plus 15 cohesion. Okay. It's not rare to see patrons offering a toast to Captain Jefferson, a real swine of a pirate. Yes, yes, yes. Wait for those deed points to come in then. That's what I mean. See the side quest? Look, I got 3 deed points on what I want up here, and we're all the way now over in this trait. So there's the copper mine production, trade coin for upkeep resources like this, a grand market, or a fancy house. Don't think I need any of these. For me, I want to make sure I don't have to upgrade my salt deposits, and leather is really easy to get loads from. And then I'll get the royal ropeway as well. So we are, how many points? 3 points away from getting into this top final kind of tier. Yeah, that was just a side quest, as you know. So gathering of factions, I've got to embark quite far, but I really want to get the ship upgraded first. And then this one, I know the crew isn't as good, but we're going out basically into smaller zones and just checking out kind of like loot bits and seeing if there's like money we can take. So let's look at some of these chains. So this cochineal harvester can actually be placed on anywhere fertile, and I need to pick somewhere that's okay. So I might start this over kind of this way. And ship is back, so we're going to want to upgrade, aren't we? But better ship needs to be unlocked first. So, in order to get to a tier 4... Oh, we actually need one more point. I thought I unlocked it. Yeah, we have. We might... Maybe you need to be a trade peer to go to the next one. Anyway, we've got this harvester. So, in this production chain then, we need more limestone. So, I'm going to look for... Is that right? Yeah, we got a deposit up here. This has actually worked out really well. So what I want from these guys is to bring it down, and we're going to put in a warehouse this side. I'll probably attach it though instead. And then those two inputs will output the pigment maker. So we're going to set pigment over this way to push into this warehouse. We'll grab a little bit of a connection there. This is terrible, so we probably want to see if we can connect in a better way. That's much better. And then I'll take one lot of these. And then we'll put pigment into this one as well. So the raw resources plus the other ones. So we only want to take it from here. And we are ready to check out what's here.
Even all the might of the crown can't suppress freedom everywhere in the Seven Seas. We are proof of that. Calico Lagoon is another. This is a haven for those who reject the rules and laws of the so-called civilization.
The smugglers of the Golden Chain have chosen this lagoon, of all places, as the linchpin of their network.
Aye, that always struck me as an odd choice. There must be more to it than just being far from the Crown's prying eyes.
The local buccaneers have joined forces and now style themselves as the Republic of Swines. One of the few places where one can be truly free.
Nice people.
I will say is I'd live in some of these places. It's very, very pretty. Look at that medium gun tower. Oh my god, we've unlocked so much. Look at all this. Gathering of factions, obviously we need them. I'm going to embark to try and start that one then. I reckon we're going to have to go to all of the big zones. There is so many. Look how far out they all go. So, going to connect directly in these two from this warehouse. And then we're going to get a separate warehouse connection to there. So, we've officially got the coloured pigment done. And then, I don't even know what this thing's for, but this is crazy. Look how many resources there are. So, we now got lead mine, lead smelter, and lead workshop. We've also got that tier 2 medium gun tower. So, again, not something I want yet. I'm just trying to figure out what we need here. Although, the rotisserie is actually really easy. Don't need that yet either. We'll base it on what we need for the ship requirements, I think. I am confused, although we can start apothecary stuff, and I'm thinking that might be something we can sell. So I'll start that chain as well, and then we just need water. I'm hoping there's one nearby here. But it's around... Okay, is that attachable? It is. Okay. That, though, is going to be a little bit frustrating. We're going to come up, and then, hopefully, we can elevate it down. And we can. So I should be able to get the water in for this. Now, we're going to need yet another warehouse, and I want to keep these separate. And this is going to be for the apothecary stuff, so I'm just going to put it on this edge one here. What did we get? A deed done. 10 elevators. Nice. With these points, again, we're in the tier 2. I'm just using it to unlock little bits to make sure these are more efficient. Get powder milk. So with that pigment that's coming in, or will come in, we could potentially sell that off as well. There we go. So got our herbs coming in. We also need to take the water from there. That is a long old trek. So what I could probably do, go around the... Oh my god, I'm stuck. Go around the side of this one and get up to it that way. That should be pretty... Yeah, that's okay. And then we'll get the one more slot on this one as the medicine. All right, let's enter over here. We arrived to witness the Crown's Armada attack the faction ships. It's a massacre, calculated and ruthless. Okay. At least they haven't seen us yet. Well, it appears they did see us, so...
Watch closely, Captain.
Face the Admiral's wrath. Oh my god, what is this? Complete Daredevil's League crew. They're holding on. Oh, have I got to go and save them all? Yep. We saved the fancy smugglers from becoming fish food. Well, not the wisest gamble to bet against the Crown. It seems still you saved us from a total loss. That's 500 coins. I'll take that. Go, go, go. And 50 naval guns. We fish out the hardened daredevils before the sharks got them. Go, go, go. I hope I don't have to fight with this guy, though, because he's not very strong. Wow, 1,000 sabers. We saved the feisty rebels from the jaws of the deep. The Admiral knew of this meeting. His spies have compromised our ranks. We find them wrestling with sharks while shouting, "Save the rum." Did you? Oh, Jolly Roger. Rescue both of them and the rum. Ah! Okay, fine. Quest is complete. We are good. Okay, we finished chapter 4. Good. Okay, the main storyline then. They don't seem as difficult as the, like, victory ones. So I want to bring you home. Or do I, actually? I don't think I do. Several members of the community have fallen ill from mysterious disease. Rumors have been circulated the curse may be laid upon us. Herbalist production for 30 minutes minus 75%. Or we'll lose the cohesion. We don't need that. Now, the good news, we've got an attack coming. We've got the cannon for it anyway. Hopefully it's not too strong. But I should be able to now upgrade this to a trade pier. And I think, do you have to get one of these in then? Because I wanted the Reaver Plus. I'm going to try it. Hopefully it doesn't affect and I can get you upgraded afterwards. Right, we can upgrade the ship. So to get tier 4, you have to have the better one then. So we're going to upgrade to the Reaver Plus, the Bedlam. And it's pretty cheap to do, actually. Oh, no, we can't. We need fittings. So we are going to need to set up fittings then. That's okay. I'm going to put them in because fittings themselves are really easy. I did already have a look. And they are here. And it requires just the ingots. So all we need is 1 copper mine. I'm hoping I've got it in. Got 2 there. I have 1 open on this bit. All we're going to have to do is transfer it off. And we've got the burner up this way. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put it up on this little mound over there. And what I'm going to do, just for now, is connect these guys in. And then from this bloomery, I'm hoping I can connect down into our existing infrastructure. It's going to take some time, but I should be able to get this warehouse kind of pushing towards us. And I've got room in this one. So we'll put the bloomery, bloomed iron into this one. And there we have it. So we're going to connect you into there. So we'll have the fittings. Now those fittings to get across are going to take some doing. I think I've run out of, what is this? Roast bird. Why have I got to get roast bird now over here? And booze. All right, let's start with the tavern. And then the roast bird, I think we're going to have to pull across from... we can put it there. And then we'll get a brand new storage above these, or maybe down this way. It's going to be kind of frustrating to get it all in, but I'm going to push that from this end over to this side. And we've got a lot of movement going around, so it isn't too bad. And there's our birds. So this warehouse is going to have to take on those birds. A bit of travel time. I'll fix the travel time myself at some point. And then I'll put a separate herb farm out this way for it too. And I'll speed that one up. Okay, so we got our birds. We've got our herbs. They're coming in. And then I should be able to connect. And there's our meat. And then we should be covered on this one. We've just got to wait for the production to come in. It looks like it's happening. And we have the bird meaty production. That was interesting. And just in time for the attack as well. This should go down almost instantly anyway. And there it is. All done. So both my ship and trade pier are obviously waiting for those iron bits now. All right, have our first ones going down to the boat. So we've got them in. It is super slow, but it's okay. If I can get more copper mines in, that might be the play. But I'm trying to keep on top of this trade. They fill up almost instantly and pulling in good money. So I'm going to hopefully be able to zip line all of those in again as well. But yeah, we've got 15 in already. It's not too bad. Leading myself to the leaders of the Golden Chain over here as well. Let's see what it has to offer. Local branch or link of the Golden Chain is a man calling himself Lucifer of all things. We demand an audience but are denied as we have no business to discuss with him or give him a reason. So we got to go quite far, haven't we? So let's embark that end, just whilst we still wait for our ship to be done. Oh, what do we got? Build a mid-level ship. Level 4. Oh, we got it. Look at this beast. So we can now put in, what is this? We don't have a marketplace to hire those guys. So we can hire 50 of these guys, and that puts us well high on the boarding damage, which is crazy. I'm going to go ahead and hire all of those because we can afford it. We're fine. And then we're going to put in, we have a few. Let me just go through again. Look at the maneuverability on this one. I'm kind of feeling Honorata. Yeah, Honorata makes sense because that maneuverability 20% is crazy too. And you're going to bring in some good stuff. That's a double deed, level 4 ship, and 50 crow's eyes. Amazing. Let's grab Grand Market. And now over on the blue side, we got pigment improvements. Every shipwright guild will reduce ship construction and repair costs. That's not bad. Increase the movement speed. Have a cartographer allows you to reveal regions without sending your ships for 50 coin. And improve the speed. Iron mine. That unlocks the cobbler for better boots. Improve speed. Let's go with that one. Righty then. So, a couple of things to note. Well, we're over at this one. We just need to enter. Now, what I'm going to do first is this ship. I'm actually going to change the captain. I think we need to go with a specific someone. And it's Raven. Because Raven earns us perk points. So I was doing it all wrong. So we're going to grab him in instead. And I'll show you that point now. So if we just open the deeds one, I know we've got one at the moment, actually. I did finish this deed down this way. It was to have basically create 250 of those metal things. These things here, fittings. So we've done that as well. And yeah, so in the deeds with him, look, we have events with Raven. And then we've got Kanja in the other ship. So that is what we need to do. These guys are the ones. So this ship needs to go out, just complete really small events, and we'll start earning deed points for that as well, just to smash through it. All right, so next lot of food, we're just going to slap in the extra soupy boys. So we're giving an extra one here. It's a long old trek, but I just need to fix it as well. So this warehouse, honestly, can I get you? I can. So I can connect you right in. This is direct to here, so we're going to link, so because we weren't getting an output of those guys. So any spare that can't be outputted into this one, we're going to put here as well, and we're going to set up a new connection of these guys directly from here. So just going to get some runners in. I can set up and make it better, but this is like an overflow. So that's the main thing, and it should keep this one satisfied. Anyway, let's go spend this compass point now, and we're all the way again over this way, and we're going to unlock the thingum, which I might need to scrap my other boat and go straight into that one, because we smashed through it. I have a feeling we're going to need a copper, but I'm going to push in and keep this going by putting points into like leather and stuff like that. We actually need more anyway, so we're all good. And yeah, this ship, before we go on out, we are going to go and complete some quests. And I'm thinking we've got the side quests for these guys. So smuggler hideout for this one. We're going to embark out this way and do a few missions. I'm going to allow that one. And then our other guy, we're going to enter. And this is a new zone again.
Port Concordat is the largest crown harbour of the Seven Seas. But also remember that the nations of the Crown are not as united as they want us to believe. This is something we can exploit.
The great smuggling ring, the Golden Chain, operates from somewhere in this area. Anything's possible if you're willing to grease the right palms.
As a privateer, my father had to make a lot of shady deals just to stay in business. I'd rather enjoy the freedom of the high seas.
Look at them, basking in their riches like they own the world. How I dream of burning that sickening place to the ground.
Or we could dream bigger. Find a way to make the place our own, right under the Crown's nose. Now that would be the stuff of legend.
Oh, does that mean we can start potentially looking at taking over this? A former captain needs help with their kidnapping of local crown governor. We'll do him this kindness as long as we get our share of the ransom. I mean, we'll take the wealth principal points. So this guy is probably not strong enough. Look, we have so many people, so I probably don't need to worry about that. But I'll go to these little ones around. I might need to bring the other ship over. Let's go to this first one then. Captain Greymont lives in a dirty shanty near the harbour. His plan is really quite simple. Kidnap a crown governor and ask for a ransom. If we help him put it off, there will be 2 shares for us and 1 for him. Okay, we shake on it. We shake hands with the Greymont and work out the details. We don't need much excuse to upset the crown. Even better if we get paid for it. That's fair, isn't it? So this one, to be fair, I can embark with him. So we're going to carry on with that then. He is a tier 3 ship, I suppose, so it's not too bad. Oh, I don't know if I want to carry on with this. There's some we could probably reassign to some of these. Yeah, let's do the close ones. I just need to finish events, and then we'll go that way. There isn't a healing port there, though, from what I can see. No, I've got a pirate hunters as well. I should be able to deal with these just fine. That was easy. Thank you. Obviously got 100 events to do with him as well. So Port Authority is another one. We also have this one. I don't want to... Yeah, it's only a merchant ship. What's this one as well? Let's go to that. We're just going to complete loads of small missions. All right, we'll spend the food. We'll take on the 50 people. It's absolutely fine. I've got no problems with having them anyway. And then with you, I'm honestly going to bring you back. We want to focus on getting you to a tier 4 ship as well. Problem is, it's the port, so each port needs to have all the ingredients, so it would cost us quite a bit to get it across. There we go, there's the 10 events, look. But another point. And this is officially going to unlock the boat. I don't want loans, I have no problem with that. Global effects really don't matter. I think the speed of the booster is always good, so I'm going to carry that on. But we have officially unlocked the Reaver. Now, if we want something even better... okay, there isn't a combined ship once you get onto the tier 5s anyway. So this is perfect. This is what we want. It looks like we're going to need some kind of iron, though, which we've probably unlocked now in vast amounts. I'm going to bring the ships back and just do a bit at home then. I need to prep probably the iron now. Oh, we've got this now as well, the ink maker. That's actually really easy. I'm already pulling in water, so this thing probably just needs to go around here somewhere. Let's stick that there. And then iron, here we go. So do we have iron? Yes, we do. Perfect. I've got a couple. I'm going to carry it on from this direction. Let's make it easy enough. There. Then we're going to have the iron caster, which needs a char burner. So let's put you over this way. We'll transport this. We have the gold just to bring this from here, really. All right, let's continue this on. So the steel foundry is the iron plus char maker. So we're going to need lots more of that. So let me get the char burner going first. We've got plenty of stone that we can use, and I'm going to continue to use this area. And I'm going to need a warehouse. There is so much that you have to build, so you got to be really careful you don't like mess it up. These guys are good. We also need to connect in a resource for this bad boy. Now you're covered. Pretty sure you're full as well. So do I use you? I'll hold fire on you for a moment. We'll get an output in a separate warehouse for you. Now this char burner, let's have a look. So logs, I'm hoping we can get a log maker right on here, and we can. That is perfect. So we're going to connect you directly into this one, and that is literally going to be your job. There we go. And then stone, I mean, we have this one. I think this is a better connection. No, it's normal stone, isn't it? So I need to get from this warehouse, hold on. Yeah, from this warehouse here down to here. So a path or a lift directly from this end would be better. So I can get the lift as far as there. I'm hoping that's a little bit quicker. So you, yeah, there we go. It's green. Perfect. We've got these two coming in. So that's char bloom coming out of there. We're going to grab that from you. And then this guy is going to take directly from here. So it's got all of its resources in this one to output the iron. So we've got iron set up. That is amazing. I'm going to need now my separate warehouse for this other stuff. So yet another. And I don't have the money actually, so we'll hold fire on that. And let's deal with this. Now, what are some of the other things? We've got chains, so we need to go into tool making as well. And tool making is actually really easy. So this needs to be this end too. Let's put it here. But yeah, desperately need that next warehouse then. So as long as I keep trading, we'll be fine. All right, it's here anyway. I think it's as good as dead. Is that someone else? That is. Well, that's a dead ship anyway. All right, for the main quest, we've got to complete spies for the golden chain. Let's get these repaired up actually before I forget. Now this is huge down here, loads going on. So tools we need to pull in. I really need cash. So I'm going to go out doing some of those whilst we wait. But nice tool production done anyway. That is repaired up. So we're going to go to the main quest over this way. What else did we get? So there's a grand market. Trade coins for upkeep resources. I wonder if we try this out, but I see you need some kind of like silver making, so I don't think we're going to be able to. Now, just taking a little look at what resource we could potentially sell here. I'm thinking about stone blocks. So we're selling stone blocks from... I might get another trade thing here. Little trade posts. If I can get you on the edge. I'm going to sell stone directly from here as well because it's sat there. I could potentially sell the fittings too, and each thing is worth more. So there are certain things we'll be able to make more money on. Probably sensible. Let's enter over here. We haven't been yet. Oh my god, I need coin. 300 coin for this mission, and that is to get the golden chain on board. So I actually can't do that yet. So for now, do you want to go and... Can we handle this? We'll go to this one whilst we wait. We could potentially go and do this treasure cave as well. I really don't need the extra drifters right now. Ooh, spot a few objects. What do we want to take here? What are these? Spyglass. We don't have spyglass. This might help us early on just to grab those, so I'm going to take them. You kind of want to do everything when you're playing. Well, that's just me, but I really want to do everything, like crazy. I am seeing my clothing. Now, the turtle soup is just because storage is full. The clothing is, in fact, dipping down. I'm not sure whether it is storage related or not, so I might have to address that. Yeah, let's focus on this clothing then. Let's take a look at what's causing the trouble. I still need a lot of gold for this. Let's get this trade post also set up. So we're going to connect up the stone blocks. I don't know what they're worth. We could also set up trade posts down this end for some of the extras like tools and that. That might not be a bad shout. Look at this. We're just doing all these random little missions and we're pulling in the points for this. It's incredible. This is all we need to do to get them in. So we're officially up to the top one now. Chain production. All resource deposits on the island get unlimited capacity and can no longer deplete. That is incredible. So I don't need to worry about that. Make copper lamps without raiding for whale blubber and jeweler. Well, I'm definitely going to make them infinite. So it's one thing we don't need to worry about. And then the other side is just pretty much going to put points into tuning up all of these extras here. See this one, look, because we expanded the deposits. Actually, in future, I won't even go for this. I'll just gun straight for this golden palace. Okay, this we managed to do a side quest here. Actually, going to get 3 wealth principal points as well. That's incredible. What do we have here? With Thornfield's departure, the Crown is about to pick a new governor for the region. This is our chance to influence the local politics to our advantage. Well, I'm going to pick this one because I need the points. So that makes sense. And I know I'm skipping through. I don't want to ruin some of the storylines if you wanted to have a look yourselves. I'm going to keep them over here doing this, but we just unlocked so many points. And I'm going to go stew thingy here. Let's also go speed. Maybe one in the leaf cut. Oh, that was a deposit. I shouldn't have done that one. That's okay, though. Get the speed up and the extras. So all of this will add extras across the top. Anyway, I need to get on with my clothing. I know I keep doing little missions, so probably need to get that sorted. Desperate to see. So 60 stone is worth 9 coin as well. So it's going to be interesting what a full one of those is worth. So if we come on in, so leather is in here. We've got the salt, which honestly salt is really full. So I can in fact get another. Do I need another tanner? Let's have a look. The leather and fabric might be the one. No, fabric is also full. So if we pull in, I can turn this off and get, what does that go down by 12? I'm going to get in another couple of slop shops then. Yeah, we need to put the Golden Palace in, actually. Look, it's 2,000 coin plus 500 silver, actually. It's really expensive, so keep that in mind, too. All right, let's go. Am I going to be able to get the slop shops around here? This is so full, this rock now. If I can get one in, I'll be feeling pretty good. We might have to go a little bit of distance with 2 of them. I am tempted to get 2, though. I don't want it to be outside. There we go. These 2 here. Again, we got 988, so one of the things I'm going to do is speed up potentially this one. So we're going to put in a zip line down to you. I think it needs to attach to these. And I'm going to come directly from this edge piece all the way down to that. Now, hopefully, yeah, there we go. Look at that. That makes, hopefully we should be able to keep on top of the roast bird based on that. I'm going to go back to the Spies of the Golden Chain because we can pay them now as well. And these 2 clothiers then, let's make sure the connections are good. So that's not too bad. Let's make sure we also push them into this. So we want to come directly, although this is full. We might need a second outfitter pushing in. Maybe that's our problem. Well, we've got loads now anyway, so let's get another one then. This outfitter hopefully can fit with these guys. I'm going to stick it on the edge here. We'll put in, I've got 688, so I need to keep that coin. But I will try and attach these guys across. And then we might need a separate warehouse over this way. The deed is done. Have a output of 50 slots. Oh, okay. Hey, this is good because this also gives the campfire food production. That's also salt output and their soup kitchen. Might try and earn a few of theirs. So if we can keep soup up, we'll be good. So it wasn't the outfitter, it was these guys. So the output is looking good across the board here. Let's check our main resources as well. Everything is good. Where it's paused, it's because I don't have storage space for it. So I'm just kind of leaving them. We should be able to see how much the stone is worth. So 15 per 100 stone blocks. That's not too bad. It's a little bit slow to carry. Maybe I should give it a go on one of these fittings. And there's another deed completed. 3 efficient transport routes to the outfitter. Lovely. Let's go ahead and put it into one of these. I think I'm going to go still for the Royal Ropeway. We want to max that one out. So we've gone for we can make them 80% longer. That's incredible. So we could potentially then get our money back on some of these. And the answer is yes. I can go directly from that one all the way across. So that's huge. And I might be able to get from this one all the way over. And this brings in more money saving. That is quite long, but we'll give it a go. Give it a right bash. Yeah, look at that. That is way more efficient then. So now they go up and over across only a handful of them. And that gives us more gold back. All right, let's pay for this then. We'll work for the right price. Allied spies have discovered Mikado's secret. It appears he has brought family to these parts. A daughter. He currently keeps her cooped up in a hidden estate near Port Concordat, which is here. Looks like we'll be okay to go and grab that too. This is obviously our main quest, so just keeping an eye on it. A little tip from me, by the way, guys. In your warehouses, if you need extra on each, you need to click this control resources in warehouse, and you can alter how many slots each one takes. So I can say 3 tools, 2 iron, for example, here. So it's quite a handy way. The other one is probably char burner. I don't necessarily need loads of those. So the only other one for now that we'll be able to get in then is going to be this chain maker. So let's see. That's tools plus iron. So chain maker has to come down here. I've already got my thing set up. Let's see. We go here. I'm going to push the chains into this storage. So we'll have at least what we need probably for the next ship. Oh, I've just seen actually we don't even have steel. So steel requires the other 2. I'm actually only making iron, the tools. Then we need a steel foundry. Oh my god. There is so much. Right, we'll go over this way then. Right, let's enter over here whilst we wait for that. We're going to kidnap the Admiral's daughter. There we go. We got her. I lost 22 crews, so I'm going to have to come on in. What's this? Complete 100 events in the 7 seas. Kidnap the Admiral's daughter. With great difficulty, we kidnap the Admiral's daughter and set sail. The crew can't believe their eyes when we haul the woman on board. It's Amara?
Let go of me!
Oh my god, I've got her.
Hounds!
So the Admiral's actually... Ah, interesting. I do need to bring you back, though. We're going to see what it costs to get the ship upgraded, too. All right, Savaganda now, then. We are making that steel, so let's get this connected in. And then you guys... Where is it? You're making the chains. Nice. We've got chain production then. It's going to take a little while, but that's okay. We've got pretty extensive resources. Let's just check out the production chains, or sorry, the late game resources now. You'll see there's some that we won't be getting, and that's probably the bigger gun stuff, but we've done a lot of things. We haven't been yet requesting some of these. We are going to potentially, though. Wine is something that I should look at because I can't see where it is. And I don't see it on the board. So I wonder if wine is smuggles only, which is something that I should probably do then. So obviously we've got another one here and I could just get a small ship because the big ones, as you can see here, are pretty nuts. We could, yeah, they do require chains. So we can officially build the tier 5. Wow, they add some serious stats. But yeah, the renegades here have stuff that we don't have. Navigators we also can't do until we get wine. So I need to find the marketplace. Can I build that already? I wonder if I'm just being daft. There it is. Yeah, it is right here. Okay, so I can build this. So this has kind of ended up being the like late games kind of side of things here. So I'm just going to stick the marketplace here and we'll see what we can get from it. So I've decided I'm going to get a new warehouse. Have I got room in one of these actually? Yes, I have. This is perfect. So what I'm going to do is nab some clothing directly from one of these. Now that is some serious travel time, but the reason I'm doing it is purely so I can allow this boat to have swabbies on it or whatever it is. So we're going to go, not the swabbies. I've hired some from the port. We want the crow's eyes and they have an upkeep of clothing. So if we can get those in, we'll be laughing. Same with the turtle soup. So we'll just try and get those. Here they are. Let's see if we can upgrade this ship then now they're back. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to... We can upgrade it, but I'm not going to be able to hire the crew. I do have some wine in, but the upkeep's no good. But this is what we're going to need for the next one. So for now, we're going to keep on our main and max these guys out. It's still a relatively good squad. It's just some things that we can't quite do. All right, let's embark just here then. It's right by our base anyway with Amara captured. We'll finish that one. And looks like I've got myself a deed for the 25th warehouse. Where do we want to go here then? Leaf cutter production we're okay on. I'm going to go leather again. Now the reason... Oh, fresh drifters. Shall we take some? Nah, I'm going to put their valuables. Thank you. Now, one thing I did recall, actually, is we'll enter you in a minute, but in Crossbone Keys, there's a smuggler run, and that brings in loads of wine, so I might do that. Let's go into this. One of our own collaborated with the Crown, but we enacted swift justice. We become united in our ambitions. The time has come to make our dreams reality. Right, here we go. Pirates can take a lot, but lack of food. Oh, what do we have? Yep, we'll sort that. So Tides of Fate. Complete any third principal quest on a principal path. I'm working on it. Alright, just heading on over to this old god's map for our next one. Now, we did take a beating from a ghost ship. I'm hoping I can still manage it. Is there a port over here we can repair from? I think there might be. This might be a problem, so we'll see. Alright, we got to survive for 3 turns. They're going to attack us. I'm trying to see. So I can't really take damage. I've got no supply. I'm going to have to take damage to my crew. That's okay. We'll gain a bit of treasure then. So they're going to deal. We can prevent. Yeah, we're going to have to. This is going to take us, chunk us quite far down. And now I've got to deal as much damage as I can straight away. Boom. Now we've got to deal the damage to them. Can we just straight... So they're 35 to 43. This won't kill us, so I could just straight take them out. 209. I can't. So we're going to want to prevent for this first one, maybe. I don't know if I've got enough for this. Yeah, let's hit that one. 9 HP. We are dead. So we're going to kill each other, right? That's what's going to happen. That was our key to the Golden City. Lose a ship. What's this? Raven is defeated for 30 minutes. Okay, save the captain. That's all right. We'll have him. So we're going to have to rebuild that ship with Raven then. That's fine. So unfortunately, we got hit by that ghost ship. So we know not to probably go in with that one now. Like I say, I don't have the resources to hit up with this one. We'll definitely go Reaver Plus. If I assign to this one, I might be able to keep the upkeep for those guys based on that. So we'll have to put in a warehouse ahead of time on this one to take those resources in. So I'll probably get that in now then if I just stick it like on this rock or something. It's so full now. I might need like more places. I'll stick it on there. And then what we'll do is that wine should be able to come into this warehouse quickly from like one of the ports or something. I'll connect them all in. So plan will be from you. Ooh, not quite. Maybe to you. And then from once we got the gold, we'll go from you all the way across to this pier. Perfect. I haven't done the smuggling run, so we need to just maybe gain advantage. Yep, one-sided deal. I mean, there isn't too much. I've got to be careful of my supplies here. We can gain most of it. There it is. Right. Close it. I do it first time. They're going to deal 1 damage to supplies for every 100 meters I gain. We can prevent damage. I don't know if that counters it. It does. That's perfect. There we go. And there's the wine. So 1,500 wine. I think I'm going to have to just repeat this one every 9 minutes or something. So I'm going to have to do... I mean... I think it's going to be viable. I'm just going to have to see, because I think 1,500 will last quite some time. Where is that wine? It's all just sat in the port. So once it comes back there, we'll grab it. And our ship is back. Raven, are you ready? Yeah, once we get those navigators in, we're going to be huge. Hire 500 crew for your ship. So I'm actually getting low, so I think we will need to go out and grab some people. I might put in a small ship that we can handle the upkeep on as well. It will have to be... probably the Reaver Plus. So I'm going to make one of these and see if we can get those resources over. Just as a 3rd ship spare that we can run around. And there's the wine. So each time we can use him to do the smuggle. So the plan is to take the wine from this one. But I need more gold. So have we got any trades ready? We have 298 gold. So I need a tiny bit more in. And I'm going to connect across from this guy over to here. Now, for now, I might be able to connect here in. No, it's not long enough, so the best one is going to be that. Let's quickly trade for some coin then. If it's possible, I can upgrade this to a trade pier. We need 500 coin for that as well. One thing at a time. Let's trade that in. So this wine now should be able to go directly from the pier. So the wine going into this warehouse should be nice and quick now. And then when they need it for upkeep in this zone, which will be the tavern... it's there, look. So we can connect that link in there and fill the tavern up. So that should be relatively close. And that does mean... oh, deep water pier. Holy crap. I can get the tier 5 though, right? So now we should be able to officially upgrade. And thing alone is these navigators, man. They are insane. I don't know, Barber Surgeon, Expedition Supplier. I don't think we're going to get those in, but the navigators here are going to be what's going to matter. Let's go. Go to the tier 5 ship, and we're going to hire our third peer on this one. We're going to go health and gun damage. We'll use them as a one that can do the smuggling run so we can fight a little bit better. All right, we got a new, oh my god, new building expedition supplier attack oven. This is crazy, man. So actually, I've just seen, can we use the egg thief? We'll make this beer. That's good. So actually, it's not so bad. Look, I can output these. That's actually a really easy production chain. So a limb maker. It's like a pirate limbs. So we're going to bring this straight over this way and continue on then. Let's go. I mean, we're running out of room in this little zone too, but we'll go up here. So we'll get the limb maker. I'm just going to check my warehouses to see if we got any space spare. I think we're going to need another one. Kind of nuts, really. Yeah, we'll get another warehouse in then. And let's put this just on the edge there as well. For the limb maker itself, let's see where they're connected in. So wood from there. That's a lot more sensible. We'll have a separate wood connection there. I think iron is okay. We don't want you connecting directly from there. We actually want you to connect from the, steel from the warehouse. So we officially have limb makers coming in. That's one of the two, so that's not so bad. And then we'll connect this into the warehouse, because obviously it's a bit of travel time, but that's fine. So limb maker's completely done. The other side of it is we'll need, look at the inputs for these. Oh my god. Barber surgeon. Originally a cook, they volunteered for surgeon when their knife skills were needed. And then expedition supplier, so we don't have that one. The other side of it then is the cracker stuff here. So we'd need flour. And I don't see, I think we'd have to unlock a mill of some kind, because I don't see it right now. But tempted to place these down anyway. So barber surgeon. I mean, I'm going to put them in with the other little extra buildings that we've got over this end. There we go. So as it stands, that we've got our marketplace, we've got the barber surgeon, and then the expedition supplier all the way over here. And this would allow us, we just need 100 silver, but that's fine. Navigators there don't have the marketplace. Actually, this marketplace needs to be over this end. Right, we can officially get in these guys then. So the upkeep is 35 wine. It's going to drain us massively. And also the dyes, but that'll be okay. And then we'll get in our captain again. So Raven, welcome back. You are now going to get back out and do this one. Another deed done. 50 navigators. What's in the blue then? This is where we can probably get extra resources. I should look at where we can get something like the dye or something as extra, but I don't think it exists. This one's good. Improve speed across the board on those. Pigment maker, we don't need to worry about. Iron, we're fine on. What's this? Cartographer. Speed of ships is good, but I'm going to go for the stamina on the walking. A little bit of a problem in this one. It's purely because we need the tattoo ink on this marketplace. I've just seen where you get the flour from. Look, this ship over here on the Crown Port has the rewards of the flour. So if we attack that, we'll be able to get it. All right, we'll do this mission again. We did this before, so it should be easy now with extra. And I've got more units anyway. All we got to do is deal this full damage. So we'll let them attack us, but we'll hit them down in literally 2. Job done. There we go. We survived the attack of the Kraken. Let's hope we've seen the last of this cursed business. On the bright side, we got our hands on a complete map of the Golden City, the only one in existence, if Raven is to be believed. The chains of experts who can decipher the map to the Golden City. Soon the roads to the cursed labyrinth will be open for us to uncover its secrets, its history, and most importantly, its most coveted riches. Okay, so we can do Tides of Fate chapter 6 because we finished this one. So if we go back, then I think it's there, isn't it, in Amara's cage? Now this is down to 760. The smuggling run is in 14 minutes, so I think if we keep going to grab this, we should be absolutely fine. My main worry is the tattoo ink. So tattoo ink itself is producing a not very good rate. So if I get in a second ink maker, we should be able to push this over to this side. So if I'm hoping I can pop it on here. I've got it sorted though. This is stocking up nicely. They do manage to keep it going. I just want to get a second store. So once we've got extra carriers from this bad boy over to this one, we should be fine. Right, here we go. We visit Amara in her cell. She smiles grimly. So now our roles have reversed. You won't kill me, surely. You need me as leverage against my father. The smile grows tighter. I'm going to make fun of her. So we got to wait for them, have we? All the admirals here. Amara's nowhere to be found. No sign of a fight either. It quickly becomes clear that one of us has been bribed by the crown and handed her over to Mikado's spies. Oh dear. Complete the death of Raven. We're going to embark out here now for this tier 5 one. It looks like the rewards is that silver that we might need, which is good. Now I'm concerned because it's going to take us 8 minutes 45 to get over to the smuggler run. We've got 256 and then we also need to get it back. So it's going to be cutting it fine. Now down this way, we've got to embark on both of these areas to get it on. The map is big, so I don't know how far down it goes. Now, good news, we've got another total pirate deed. Is there anything I can increase again here then? So food. This one's always good. The soup kitchen. Although I'm looking up here. Is there anything else? Lead mine. For every Corsair cuisine, boost production of stew. Cassava bread, hardtack, turtle stews. Oh my god. Corsair cuisine. Let's grab this then. That sounds good. For every one of these, we get a 30% boost in them. So I can just have one of these in each zone, essentially, and it will boost all of these main things, especially that turtle soup. That's incredible. There we go. Nice and easy. Let's get home. Get that wine back. Jeez, man. I might have to keep him assigned over there, really, for each one. All right, here we go. We are over there. Okay, the fabled Golden City is said to be standing somewhere in this vast island. Many outlandish tales exist about the city, full of unforgiving jungles, merciless tribes, and deadly curses. We endeavour to find the truth. We're obviously going to take the golden truth here. There we go. Oh, we got a bonus. What's that extra 500 we got there? We out of houses again, though. We are. Oh, God. Get the houses on. I'm going to upgrade his ship to the tier 3, but only get in the picaroons. That way we can still afford the upkeep on it. Let's enter over here and start doing some of these. I mean, none of this matters, right? This is for the mission. Speed and armor are below. It's possible that we'll be able to handle it. Let's go over to these smaller ones first, though. Second one, let's send it over to... Let's embark this way, wasn't it? The problem we're going to have here was we're going to need a pretty big fighting ship. Let's see what we got going on over here, though. They're easy enough, these ones. That's good. While we can't decipher the small glyphs, the murals' larger scenes prove easier to understand. They obviously represent the Golden City. A crown figure stands above all, holding some kind of skull in their hand. Let's examine the skull. The golden skull in the figure's hand casts rays like the sun engulfing the whole city. Okay, we'll go to the next one. You see the recommended ship is only a 4 on these, so you need 100 boarding damage for that, though. We don't quite have that. And finish that one. We'll get a little bit of cohesion. That was a pretty straightforward. The woman's name is Iguanama. The way she is revered by the tribesfolk makes her feel there is more to her than meets the eye. The stories, if you want to hear, are stories of greed, she says. How much are they worth to you? We have nothing to offer. Then you're already better than the cursed king, to whom there was nothing more precious than gold. He could never have enough. Soon everything had been covered in gold. First his city, eventually his people too. Okay. I mean... we're still doing all right here. I've got no... Maybe I should go to the friendly port first, actually. I need to replenish my shares before we go in. I'm going to grab a salvage dock because it reduces the 20%. And I think this one is really good. And then I'll show you what I'm kind of doing trade-wise as well. So lots and lots going on. But I set up another trade post. And what we're going to do is link that in to medicine in this storage, because we're not using it yet, so we may as well sell it, and I've got a feeling it's going to be worth some money, so that's good. Now this building, it's really cheap, and it means if I put a couple of these in, it should reduce the repair times of our big ship. That's the main focus here. Let's see if we can get them in. All right, let's have a little look over the deposits here. So if we get another zone, which one would be the most sensible? And I really don't know what we'd need. It's maybe more ports is the only thing. So there's one port there and one in there. So if we were to get one on this, we'd unlock 2 more ports. We'd have to obviously set up another big defensive zone, but that could work. I'll see where we're at when we go back out to this mission, to be honest. Yeah, this crown port here you get tea from. 1,500 tobacco. Sorry, it's not tea. We probably need that for it. I reckon I can probably do this crown port, but is he weak? No, he's all good. We could get him into a better ship and then just only assign the other ones across. Let's keep him over here because we'll pull in the wine when we can. And here we are. So What is it for these guys? We have the legs. Barber Surgeon, Expedition Supplier. Did I put them in the wrong place? I think I did. So, yeah, we'll lose those resources, but there's no point in them. Expedition Supplier also needs to be over this way. So if we can get onto those, I could probably upgrade this ship. So Barber Surgeon then. Yeah, I think I can get it there. And then the Expedition Supplier, I can also get on this rock, so it's not so bad. Anyway, the repair costs and stuff shouldn't be too bad. We're coming back with a lot from these guys. So manage crew. We should have the wine. I might hold fire on that. We'll let the repair happen first before we hire the crew. Be nice to get a bit of a surplus going. Yeah, see, the input for the tack, though, is the flour. And flour, the only way you can get it is by taking out, I think, the boat over in this one. So it's kind of difficult to get those characters, if I'm honest. Right, we can manage this crew now. We're going to go up to the 70. Oh, well, we got a little D point for the smuggling run, at least. And this will allow us... So let me just have a little look at some of these. Is there any items? Zip lines being quicker. That's okay. Water is good. Give courtesans coin to send them charm drifters and send them to charm drifters into your ranks. That's one way of getting them. Oh, there we go. Make hardtack without raiding for grain. Hold on. There's got to be a wine one then. There has to be. Yeah, there's make telescopes without raiding for lenses. Is it down here? There's make silver lining without raiding. And that's the coppersmith. Make copper lamps without raiding. So maybe you can't get the wine for sure. I feel like it's somewhere. Might just go into system production. I can send them back out anyway because the wine is on its way. So let's embark this way to the main mission. I think it's that way. Yep. And then we'll have the wine back momentarily to fix this problem. I've just realized if we can get the grand market in, we trade coin for upkeep resources like food, drinks, and clothing. We could potentially set up chains to get it that way. So if I remember how much the grand market was, we need 150 silver. Does this mission give the possible loot is silver over here? Perfect. So we're going to work towards getting that then. What we'll do in the meantime, see if there's any smaller trading posts we can get. Now, the apothecary, so the medicine sells pretty well. I've been doing this. So you get 36 coin for that one. Let's have a look at the resources. So like chains, I feel like it is something we should be doing. So I'm going to get another one next to this. And we're going to go for chains. Should I do chains or should I do steel? Maybe steel, actually. And let's go. We are over here.
This is one of the Crown's biggest sea fortresses, and the port of call for their armada. We shouldn't come anywhere near this place unless we're ready.
Fort Vanderkron, built by the Dutch, fortified by the French, garrisoned by the Spanish. If there's a symbol of the Crown's unnatural order, this is it. It has to fall.
I still can't believe it's really named Van de Kroon. Fort of the Crown? Seriously? Proof that when you have coin and power, you don't need imagination.
Fort Van de Kroon is the linchpin of the old order. If it falls, the crown falls. Out with the old world, in with the new. A world of countless opportunities.
Let the shipwrecks surrounding these cursed walls be a reminder that the corrupt old world won't go down without a fight. Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Sooner or later, our principles will lead us to the symbol of the Crown's dominion, Fort Van de Kroon. Here, the fate of the world will be decided. We shall be back, and our compass finally points towards this final ambition. We'll be ready. All right, let's have a little look around then. So, on the main one, my crew is very weak. So, is there a port that we can do anything at? There's a friendly port over here, so we're going to get back out to that one for now. What do we get from here? Let's have a little gander. Looks like just people. There's the silver one, but you need 100 attack, 100 armor to even get the silver. Well, as you can see, I am nowhere near that. Now, I can do the spy ship, so I'm going to attempt it. I'm hoping there's no crown ship here again, but I don't know if these are the ones we run into. It's a problem. There's loads all over here, so... Right, let's go. Get the ship down. Deal 49 to 52. If we can reduce or prevent, I'd rather that. Right, now we can hit them. Boom. And then we'll just hit the crew straight down.
A straight shot hit the magazine. They're sinking.
They are sinking. Good job. Right. Blazing fire consumes the spy ship. We spot Amara on deck standing defiantly between the flames. Farewell, pirates. I will be your leverage no longer. She goes down with the ship. Farewell, Amara. Oh, so we killed the Admiral's daughter. I mean, that's pretty dangerous. Mikado found a weakness in our crew and exploited it with drastic consequences. Our morale was damaged, but we emerged stronger from it. Together to victory. Huzzah! Complete the 4th principal quest on any principal path. So we actually have to hit this one up then. I might attempt it. We're just under. We could probably still do it. So if we go across to the port first, and then we might be able to hit that one up. That isn't the main one though. We have to complete this, Death of a Raven, and this requires 100 boarding damage, which was why we need the silver. The only other side of it is maybe pushing down then to see if we're going to be able to grab silver from one of these. I could sail him down. Let's embark and see. It's quite far, but we'll do it. All right, we're going to attempt the Raiders of the Lost Tomb. If we can get in here, look, there's 10,000 gold on show there. I mean, our ship is above the recommended. So, should be okay. I mean, no, they recommend a 5. We're on that. We're just under on armor, and the speed might be a problem, but we'll see. Alright, let's do it. Right, let's prevent this as much as possible. First one was nice and easy. I really want to not lose crew where possible, though. It's kind of annoying. Let's... Oh, we're good. Let's get treasure. Lost a bit of crew, but we'll take the gold. The engraved figure is missing 4 parts, an eye, a heart, a hand, a foot, with gaps where those pieces should be. This is obviously some kind of puzzle. Maybe someone around those parts could help us figure it out. Who could have that kind of knowledge? Well, obviously the main one. I really don't think we can handle this with being so far under. Oh no, there is another one here. Let's go. I don't know, maybe we'll just try it. I'm going to give it a go. We're just under, but this might be a problem. We got plenty of people back at home, so if we die, well, we're okay, and we've got full cohesion, so it's not too much of a problem. How are you doing? He's almost here as well, so we're going to enter this first and see what's up for silver.
Folklore claims the kingdom of the merfolk is located deep below this atoll. This is a dangerous place, unless you have fins.
Some people claim the merfolk are just a legend, a tale born from manatee sightings or some similar tribe. True sailors know better.
Sometimes, when the water is still, you can even get a glimpse of their great cities in the depths of the sea. So much treasure just out of reach.
The tribes used to have some kind of treaty with the Mermaid Queen. But since the tribe alliance's foundation, I hear things have soured.
Some claim the Queen is as tall as a ship's mast. Her unfathomable beauty would drive any beholder to madness. Man and woman alike.
Okay. What do we do here? We try to appease gold or glory. Let's go with that one. We'll take the points. And what have we got here for community? Herbalist. I mean, we can do without that for now. That's no problem. Let's have a little look then. There is a friendly port. There it is. Merchant ship. Gun damage 40 and above. Well, we are nowhere near strong enough for that. On literally any of them, by the way. Let's go. Death of a Raven. Oh my god, look at this damage they can deal. We probably want to try and get in ASAP then, don't we? Yeah, we're good. Let's get in. First bit done. Right, let's gain as much as we can. We'll get the roll. We don't want them killing our supplies here, so... we've got in, but we've now got to... I mean, I can prevent one lot. There we go. Dead already. Alright. Let's save the captain. Crew don't matter too much. That's fine. At least we're not using up this. The only other side is us pushing. How many points do we need? So 4. The only way we could do this is by smashing out deeds then if we can get 4. So if I just set up a galley with some roots and then just delete it afterwards, it won't really matter. And there it is. Right, we got that deed done. I'm going to destroy this out anyway. Let's see where we're at. There's one more point. 50 efficient. So produce 1,000 fitting. That I can do. That's just storage related. So we're going to come. And this is just to get this up, right? Let's have a little look then. Not really anything we need here. The guano deposits. I mean, let's just put it in that. How many more points do we need? 3. So I don't need this galley, first off. So let's destroy it. Crazy, just fully hard locked behind the silver, if I'm honest. Because I don't think you're going to be allowed to build the top tier ship without certain things. So it kind of has to be this one. If we get the renegades, it's not a problem because they give loads. Although saying that, that would make 85. We could just pack it full of crew with swabbies so we don't take damage to them, maybe. Let's go with it again then. I mean, it's the only thing we can do. We'll wait for the wine and then go back out. We'll attempt it. It's the best we can do, I think. Just notice this Port Concordat also has the opportunity for wine, actually. So maybe we can pull it from there. I don't know. You can't make a fleet as far as I'm aware. Each ship is like individual to itself. So I'm going to say let's make sure they remember that lesson. We'll kill them off. It's okay. We've got plenty of people. Just trying to build everything up at the moment, guys. I'm going to embark both of them across to here. See if we can pull some wine from there. We have unlocked loads of different little side missions now for the trade one too. You see this? We've got different bits coming in. Now it's still going to work through these deed points as well. We're almost there on the next one. How many did I say it was? 3 more. I'm going to send the small ship, embark all the way at the top actually. Let's unlock to see where we can get silver from there. Now look at that. 5,000 wine. Ah, can't take it with this ship, but that is good to know. Is there anything else over here then? I mean, let's go over to this one. Anything with rewards. There you go. That one's much better and that can sustain us for a lot longer. Still not the silver though. Anyway, let's put in this point. So we're probably going to have to grab this coppersmith. Make copper lamps without raiding for whale blubber. That's going to be really important, I'm sure, for this one. But you need to get the deep water pier, unfortunately, which is silver. Blubber pot and lamp maker. All of that. I mean, it's here, right? There we go. So input is wood and copper. Oh, that's nice and easy. So I can probably set this up already. So wood and copper then. I mean, firstly, copper is out this way somewhere. I have a feeling the copper ore. So up here makes sense. I think we need another storage. And then we'll push copper directly into this one because it is actually slowing it down. And we're going to use this copper to get in the coppersmith stuff here. So let's go off the back. Anywhere we can go would be great. There works. This is going to make copper lamps, and then we'll grab copper lamps directly from there. And we'll allow that to fill up. So at least we've got it ready. Right, let's go here then and see what we can get. Like I say, renegades, there's no way we can get those resources without buying them. So we're stuck behind that silver. Wine, I don't want to get him in yet. The only other thing maybe is to see if we can get someone with better boarding damage. So yeah, Scarlet right here takes us to 73 actually. So let's assign her. Maybe that was our problem. And then let's see. If I max out 70 of those, that takes us up to 80 something, doesn't it? It's not great. Let's get our armor up a bit more though. And then what we can do is just smash these in. They don't give anything other than crew number. So we're going to hit that. Now we're probably affecting... Yeah, we need a house over here. Now this tavern, I'm going to attempt to connect all the way down. So we want to try and speed this up. And this, I want to come all the way to this one up this end. If I can get this connected in, yeah, look at that. So we should have a really efficient route from this tavern to pull directly across from these using the zip lines. That's amazing. And let's enter over here. Looks like we've hit a Kraken attack. I don't know. This is probably going to kill us, actually. Can I get away? Reduce maneuver. Wow, look how strong it is. We are screwed. This is pretty much going to kill me very, very quickly. Yeah, we're out with this ship. We got caught by a Kraken, unfortunately. Let's save the captain. You're fine. I don't need that ship yet anyway. So with Thin Gun, I might be able to go and take this out. We beat it on maneuverability. Just looking at some of these captains to change on my second one. Look at this. Plus 30% speed, plus 20% maneuverability. I'm actually going to assign Charlie. So we're back at base, and then we're just getting this all up. I feel like this is quite sensible. I don't really have the crew to do anything more than that. But as it stands, look, it does make this ship a lot better. So this is probably what I should have been doing. That's not bad stats at all. So I could go and do some of these. Now, I don't know if I unlock certain deeds that were hidden with these characters. I don't know if they're part of a different path. But either way, it should allow me to complete some things. Look at this. The speed and maneuverability. So I'm just looking at it all wrong, pretty much. And this one then, we're going to have a look. Where's the silver? There it is. Right, this might be the one we can get then. We found it. Maybe not with you, but with my other one. If I bring you this way, look, we can reassign you across. You're just under. So there we go. And then you are going to come back for the wine on the smuggling run. That's a fair trade, I think. There we go. We might finally be able to get it. So I just had to find the right place. Just going to have a quick look at the other ones as well. There might be more. All right, let's try the silver then. We should be able to do this one. Nearly there. Come on. This is a big... All right, let's prevent the loss. We'll lose a little bit. Then let's just finish it. Whew. Right, if we prevent these, we're fine. Right, I can deal with that. So let's get in. I should be able to get this silver then, it seems. So, yeah, we're all good. So let's gain and a little bit of treasure. Boom. 1,000 silver. Finally. Come home with that, please. I need you. That's so important. Like, so important. We're going to be able to get the everything that we need. And now, the good thing, we have... Oh, yeah, the Golden Palace we also need. But firstly, the Grand Market. So, this Grand Market is where we buy in resources required. So, ideally, we want it to be on this section. So, I'm just going to stick it right in there for now. This has kind of ended up being the main bit of everything. We're going to have some problems, though. Another ship? Are you serious? A level 2 ship. I mean, they're not happy with us, the Crown. That's all. This one's only a level 2, so this the gun tower from here should be fine. But yeah, it seems that we're going to need maybe the tier 2 guns, potentially, which I can do. And we're over here. So this one, we probably just want to grab maybe 140. So it says difficult. I'm going to go with the easy one. Because you have to quickly grab them, and you run out of time. Last time I did it, I failed, so... Just need some drifters right now. Now, look at this. Buy food. Oh, you can only... So, cassava bread. Now, the good thing is we can obviously buy wine. I think you just click it like that. Okay, that's good. So, let's look at what ships we can use to do this, I guess. But actually, the Grand Market doesn't allow you to buy the other bits. Which again is the tack oven. I wonder if there was one that allows you to make tack without having to buy it. It's up here. Provisioner. Makes hard tack without grain. That would be the only one we need, right? Yeah, and then we can get the renegades. That probably is sensible. So that is a long old trek. But how many points do we need to unlock that? 5 more. So if we do these. So smuggling runs will do. Total pirate count. Total output 500 stew. 175 cohesion. That we can do. We just need to build the banners. Alright, fixed all our problems, so we're all good there. I'm going to turn back on my trading ports now. Wow, I just found 5,000 tobacco in a treasure cave. Very nice. Very, very nice. Is that one? Oh, that's one you can do every hour too for the tobacco. That's insane. We'll carry on bringing in some more people as well. Alright, we're going to attempt the hard tack. So, we're going to need this to go on somewhere. What we're going to have to do is go out and take it from everyone, right? So, we're really running out of room everywhere. He is fine. So, we're going to speed that one up. The plan is hard tack. There is this Buccaneer's End. We'll sort you out in a minute. I think there, look, we should... Gun damage and armor. I mean, we're going to have to give it a go. We can put it onto one of these ships, maybe. Let me see if I can, like, change captain or something. The only one is going to be this guy. And in all honesty, if I was able to get in some of these guys, we might be all right. I mean, crew damage. I don't want to start anything. I'm going to give it a go. The only way we can do anything is by doing this, right? Armor is really low, though. It does say it's only a tier 2. Is there another way of getting them? It is just those 2 crown ports for it. I'm going to give it a go. We do have the armor on this one, though, so maybe the captain on a tier 5 ship actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, we might try this one with the other one then. If we can pull that in, we're fine. Oh, we got it. Okay, so we can plunder the treasure. It's just the amount we can get. That's good. So as long as we prevent and gain as much as we can here. Looks like we got the full amount. So, yeah, we did get the grain. So if you come home then, even though the assigned thing is not there, we're going to have that in at least. I'm going to send her straight out to this one. We're going to pull the tack from there as well. We're going to get a bunch of it in and then we should be fine. We are spending a lot of money on transport routes, but I think it's the right thing to do. I'm just trying to make everything a little bit quicker. There we go. So let's see if we manage to get that route nice and quick. There we go. We got the zip lines coming straight through here and we are producing it. Perfect. Up it goes. So we can now accommodate this requirement. Now it's a costly requirement and we're pretty much there on most, well, pretty much every late game resource now. I'm going to repair up and then we're going to go out. Let's manage the crew. I would like to reduce these guys down a little bit. And we're going to up this to try and get this just genuinely where we need to be. So that puts our boarding over 100. Now, it does cause a little bit of a problem here, but that's okay. And we'll repair you up, and we're going to get this thing out. I can make her even stronger, but I think that's enough to do our mission. All right, let's get to it. 100 boarding damage. So we are going this way. We're just under on armor, but I think we can handle it. Let's go. And just for quick context, guys, I'll keep you in the loop here. So remember, wine is something you can't produce. We're buying that. The hardtack we have to produce, but we can only do it if we get the flour in, which is down here as well. So crazy amounts, really. The only other upkeep resource we're really going to need, I imagine, is going to be the jewelry and maybe fancy clothing. The good news is we can buy fancy clothing. I have no idea where jewelry comes from. This is for the final tier of boat. We'll know more once we complete this, I'm sure. Another crown attack coming. I'm gonna just attack it with mine here. We should be able to kill that in one hit anyway before we carry on. So I've got to get my cohesion back up. And we're going to head on over to our side mission one now. We've got the tobacco. We're going to go over to Calico Lagoon, I think it is. Yep. And we'll go finish those missions that end. We're here, so let's do it. Hopefully we can do this. Death of a Raven. Oh, right. We've got to sneak in. So we're going to play this one as smart as possible. So let's go straight in. And we want to prevent as much damage to this. There we go. We're in on the first one, I think, straight away. Good. And we want to prevent as much as we can to ours. But we do... I mean, losing some crew is okay. Or we'll want to prevent as much of that as we can. Here we go. Survive the turns then. Look at this. It's insane. Now, we can prevent that full hit. Nice. And let's go for one of the rolls. And we'll prevent that again. Cool. On to stage 4. I think we're going to do it. We're going to lose most of our crew here. Oh, no. Let me see. Oh, below 75 for health and crew. So we could take the hit to most of our crew. Oh, no, that's take 2 damage to crew. We can't hit all out assault. So we're going to have to prevent. And then we're going to have to do whichever one allows us. So we've got loads of HP. We can hit this one here, I think. They're taking 2x, actually. We hardly touched them there, though. So we probably want to allow them to hit us hard and then just deal massive crew damage. Or we hit them with this. There it is. So, lose 13 to 26. Let's go for a big... They're dealing some, so we want to prevent that. And we're just going to straight gain on them. I think whilst they're doing the rolls, we're going to take some damage. Oh, we'll lose some treasure and gain 23 supply via that, I think. And then... I think we're almost there. Let's go straight in. Oh, one more. There it is. Boom, we did it. Ooh, that was tough. We pick through the pockets of Raven's double. As we pull the map of the Golden City from his corpse, its flesh dissolves under our fingers, leaving only bones, ash, and a glimmer of gold. So I think... Are we there on this one? I'm going to go to this friendly port. We're going to replenish, and then we're going to take on this, because that's a lot of gold there. We've completed this, though. Thanks to the fruitful partnership, both Raven and the Golden Chain entrust us with a final expedition into the Golden City. Let's prepare well, for riches beyond measure await us and dangers beyond our comprehension. 150 drifters. Have 1,000 pirates on our island. Now, that is probably going to cause us a problem with housing, but I'm pretty happy with us unlocking at least one more point. Brewery production, I think. Let's keep going down the soup kitchen. That's important at the moment. And that didn't cause a problem on housing, at least, so that's good. So we've completed our main faction. What's this one now? Oh, God. We will declare ourselves a port of boundless riches, free of royal law. I think we might have finished. Hold on. Let's have a look in our journal here. That claims victory. So I want to finish the main quest line first before we do that. And it did say the Golden City. Can we not do that? We're going to go back here first then. All right, we're fully supplied up. So with you, let's go back home because I don't see one for the other ones, which is fine. So what's this? The time has come to celebrate our new partnership with the Golden Chain. They provide the location, we provide the rum. Yep, I can give rum. And let's get over there. You love the rum. I can sort you out. I see that I'm going to have to fix the slops at some point, but for now, it's ticking down slowly. I think we'll be all right. I don't need to fix it yet. I can carry on, just keep doing what I'm doing. Let's get it done. Choose carefully. Right, reduce all stats by 4 to 24. That's probably the best. Grand plan. Bam. That means we win, right? They literally can't do anything. There we go. Smash them down in one, and then we'll smash them down in one on this one. And there it is. We'll take the coins as well. So as we completely finish that, complete the Scuffle Society. Oh, we've got to keep going around on these. The side quests, I don't care about the like little stories behind it for this. I'm just getting the resources. Let's take this one. We'll fight fair. If we lose, it'll be with honor. Could do with that because I'm trying to get it up anyway. And then complete Lucifer's Truth. And outcome, we can lose the supplies. Look at that. Since time immemorial, undersea currents have been used by fishes and turtles for these migrations. As the story goes, the founders of the Golden Chain were taught how to use them for their own purposes. This is why I wanted to do it. Wealth principle. That is insane. A nice little side mission done there. Oh, look at this. A few crates and barrels have mysteriously washed up ashore. I actually want the bags of silver. Thank you so much. And that is the points that we need to unlock this. So we're going to go... I mean, we're not... It does unlock the jeweler, so I'm going to hit that one. And we've officially got the Loki now. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. I mean, blubber pots as well. We're not even making those yet. And we'll max out the Buccaneer Grill for now. All right, they come in and do some little bits at home there, make sure we're all good. So we're going to buy up some wine. And we're going to fix this clothing side of things. So let's have a look in our slop shops then. I think they're okay. It's just the production. From what I can see, they're all okay. I wonder if it's from another one. From what I can see, we just need another storage. Oh, sorry, not another storage. Another carrier, like an intermediary carrier. Like a warehouse of its own that's doing just clothes from everywhere. So we can do that. I mean, we've unlocked so much now. We've got the deep water piers. So we're going to look to upgrade that, obviously. First one is going to be right here, look. So we have everything required. And this means we can get our last ship eventually. I'll stay on mine for now, but we'll get the upgrade in. And yeah, let's get the storage then. So this needs to be for all the clothing. So we're going to start right in here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cancel all the clothing connections from there. And we're going to go from this one. So this needs to pick up clothing from every producer. And then this one, we're going to connect from you. And you. Now that should be enough. Let's see how that affects production. Let's see how we get on. And there we go. We hit to 0. Yeah, it was just a transport problem. Just got to fiddle around with it a little bit. Here we go, though. We're entering... We will declare ourselves a port of boundless riches, free of royal law and regulation. The crown will be quick to retaliate. Oh my god. Okay, so if they're going to retaliate, let's look at what's required for these final things. So we've got that boat coming in. Let's firstly send you back then. Come home, because we can't do that yet, because we're going to have to fight the crown. So we're going to need gun towers. And we're going to think large gun towers. I wish we could hit straight upgrade on this. Or can we? We can. Okay. Upgrade to medium gun tower. Obviously, this is dangerous. But then we're going to go into... Is it lead? Oh, there's jewelry. So jewelry is actually quite easy. It's tools and pearls. So that's really easy. Pearl diver. I mean, we don't have any at the front. It's right at the back of the island. So anyway, focus one thing at once. Right, so in order for lead to come in, we need a lead smelter. We're in luck, I think. Yep, we literally have one right here. Fantastic. So this is our first one. Let's start that moving. Then, so that's the lead mine. Then we're going to get a lead smelter. And I'm hoping I can get it on this back bit here. So we'll have it over this way. And then from one of these storages, hopefully we can... slap it in. We got the gunpowder. I might just get another one. We can do it here. Perfect. So we'll get the lead straight from there and get all of these gun towers upgraded. Oh, look at this. For every mercenaries guild hall, boost all defense towers with pirate camp range by 1 damage. That's sensible. So mercenary guild hall. Amazing. So if we get some of these mercenary guild halls in, we'll have good defense. I'm going to put 1 in each. The lengths I'm having to go through to get everything in here is crazy. Kind of hard to do it through one specialization. You kind of have to commit to a little bit of each at least. I think we're all set up with the cannons now. The only thing is we're going to need to make sure the connection from this is more efficient. So let's see how far the gun tower has to go for this to come in. That one's a pretty efficient route. That's good. That one's not so bad either. Yeah, routes aren't so bad, so we should be good. Once that comes in, we'll have that. We also then want more of these buccaneer things. The mercenary guild. I need more gold then, so we're going to go out and do that. Right, I pulled in a couple more D points. Pillage 5 crown ports, and cohesion number is good. So these are good on this end. I'm hoping... Yeah, this one, Weaver Production. We're getting a little bit low on that one, so that's going to be pretty handy. And then over on this one, honestly, everything's good. I just want to keep this soup coming. And then we've performed the final smuggling run for another point. We've ended up just pulling in loads of points over here. So this lead mine booster might not be a bad idea. I'm trying to get up to this provisioner. This would be amazing. We're almost there, to be honest. So we've unlocked them. So 3 more points total will allow us to get a point into this one. And then we won't need the flour anymore for tax. So we can put that in any port. I mean, all I'm trying to do is gear up ready for this fight. All right, we're back. So we're deep water pier. So if we hit upgrade, what does it cost? We only need 8 copper lamps. So we can get this in. Now this would allow us to go crazy into renegades. So we could potentially defend with that. Now these guys require jewelry and the other thing. So we could get to it. I kind of just want to upgrade for the sake of upgrading because the default ship has 78 anyway. So I'm going to hit the upgrade just so we're on a tier 6. We can go to large towers. So let's try this because they're most likely going to come into the main one, right? Build a ship of the highest level. Ooh, exciting. So part of me would say let's get the right person in for damage, but I'm going to stick to Scarlet, sorry, because this health is really good. So if we assign you and we manage crew, look at this. This is insane boarding damage. Obviously, don't need that many because the ship itself already gives us a good amount. So I'm probably going to go 35 and then food production's back in. Perfect. And then we'll get quite a big crew of just these guys just to act as like someone we can waste, you know? Let's go like that. That's pretty good across the board, isn't it? Maybe 45. Upkeep of tack. We're literally bordering on that, so might be a problem. Let's see. Cool. So officially got the massive boat. I think once all these are upgraded, we're looking good. Yeah, look at the damage across these. It just means I can store more shots as well, so we'll get you upgraded too. And you. So this main front bit will be pretty deadly. And there's the fancy clothes. We can afford that. It's actually really easy, this final tier. I don't think I need them, but Arsenal is the only one we don't have. Now, we got some of these deeds completed. Level 6 ship, 1 large gun tower. Honestly, let's go with the Seafarer Stamina. It's a pretty good one. And then across this side, we don't have cider from the pineapples, but... Ooh, having a spy nest within pirate camp's default range extends the pirate camp's range. Ooh, okay. Hey, this one's good, the spy nest. There's some really good buildings then. It costs 500 gold a time though, but that is great if you want to expand without having to build more. I'm just mainly thinking defense-wise, so we're going to go for this final fight now. I think we're good. I've got my 2 ships. You're home. Let's quickly repair you because we might have to use you to fight as well, and let's do it. So you are going to embark. Nice big chunk of HP, which is good. Let's do it. We're going to proclaim ourselves the richest. Hold on. Wrath of the Crown. The Admiral is plotting his next move. Okay. Complete the power of gold. Defeat Admiral Mikado. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Complete power of gold. I might send my smaller ship there then. Let's see what this is all about and do the final bits. I probably could get her back and hire a couple more. Now we could potentially see what we can do with this. So Arsenal, is there anything we can buy that will help with this? It's a shame you can't just straight... I can trade the fancy clothing, but I can't do the rest. It would have been nice to be able to buy those guys in as well. But we'll see when the Wrath of the Crown comes. Either way, either or, we're going to take that on. I'm going to get in some more of these. We can worry about the production afterwards. We want to make this a little bit stronger. Let's maybe go to 50. We got some pretty good stats. And then we're going to go over this way and see what's in. If he starts to attack, I'll turn around. Oh, luckily, he is just... Admiral is one just sailing around. And by the look of the stats, we should be all right. We are getting hit a lot, though, on ours. The Admiral flings an unnamed vessel at our shores, laden with plague-ridden corpses. We must act before the sickness spreads. Is that this one? Prove that you can have a production of 80 medicine per minute. Have 10 efficient transport routes to a barber. I can't do that. Holy crap, we're about to get sick. Now, medicine production we could probably do. Other side of it, I guess we got to kill him before he has a chance. I sent to this one. We meet the head of the Golden Chain. An accord is struck. We may claim the heart of the Golden City and use its power against Fort Vanderkroon. This would be a profitable venture for us all. Okay, we'll try it. All right, I'm going in to this one straight away. I don't know how this is going to go. I mean, we have way superior boarding damage, a bit more armor, so going to give it a bash. Right, here we go, the test of the new gun. I think it only has one bullet in, though, so I don't know how this is going to go. No, we did it. Killed it just fine. Good. I'm just setting up this apothecary stuff up the top here. And then we are at him. The crown... Oh, of course, a crown patrol hits us as we're trying to get into him. That's so frustrating. Right, we're going to have a problem here that they're just going to absolutely obliterate the crew. So they're going to prevent gain now. So we're going to have to go for a big gain. There we go. We got to wait. Right. Before you attack, we're now going to have to go to... Is there a safety port somewhere? Is it in the Golden City? Go over to Golden City a second. Right, that put us to 31 production. How the hell do you get this even higher? This is crazy, man. I might just have to accept it. I don't think I can do this. I'm not even going to be able to get the 10 thingies. I don't know what that causes. So it's either the end of us or we manage to do something. We shall see. Right, let's go across to this. No, not you. You're going to go there. You're going to go to this one. And we're going to fix you up and send you in. I might give her even more. If we're going to go into this fight, I'll give her some more of that crew. Right, I'm just hitting all these little side ones. Let's get rid of that plague ship. We've got 2 more to do. It does say this potentially weakens him, so if I can do this, we're good. So I just go ham on these. We're going to lose some anyway. It's going to cost us. This is the problem. You can only recruit just straight all of these. I think we're okay. Let's grab the swabbies. So we just need crew numbers, really. Let's go. He obviously hits hard, so worst cases we'll try again and we'll just hire them all. So I'll get a bit of a surplus in. Here we go. Admiral Mikado. Let's do it. I'm going to try and deal as much as I can straight up. Look at this. I could probably hit him. This one's pretty good. Reduce all stats, to be fair. Yeah, that's good. Because he is much stronger. Prevent a load of damage. So let's hit him with the boarding hooks. Okay, so prevent a big gain of 3,000 to 5,000 and deal a little bit of damage. I mean, we've already smashed him. I wouldn't mind continue trying to reduce his stats, to be honest. Yeah, that's good. And let's try reducing stats even more. I think that stops him being able to do as much, right? So as long as we beat him on the rolls, we're looking good. Let's go again with all the stats. Yeah, he's not hitting us with anything. The only downside is going to be our supplies, so we'll keep going. And let's do for a big gain now. I need to prevent crew damage here. A little bit of a hit. Let's prevent it again. And let's reduce his stats once more. Look at that. He has nothing now, so we're good. Right, I'm going to use this opportunity to replenish my bits here. Take 148. Yeah, that's fine. We've got loads of HP with this ship. And then we're going to go for a big gain. Cool. Get the hints on the go. Can I prevent? Yes, we can. Beautiful. Right, we're over halfway. I don't want to... I'm out of supply, unfortunately. He's going to deal some crew damage, but we're okay. Let's go for the treasure one. And let's smash him with this. Come on. We're in. The final one. Let's send him to the depths. Well, we've already killed him anyway, so we're doing well. Boom. We got him. A reign of pirates. I'd rather welcome death. Ha. Ha ha ha. So did I complete it? Let's have a quick look. The plague ship is here. I mean, complete fortunes gold. Ah, all of these last ones. The King's End month of harvest. I think I need to fix this plague ship, but we're all good. Just finishing the last one over here by the Golden City. We find an inscription etched into the gilded rock. Our king's crime knows no equal. Cursed by the name Tlaloc. Let's remember this. So, there are a few things here that we need to finish. So, Power of Gold across here. We need to complete Fortune's Guide. We need 100 pistols. And then King's stuff. We did those, didn't we? So, we've got to go across to this one. I'm going to embark with you. I'm going to bring you home. And then we're going to make these guns, I think. I think there's no other way of doing it. So, this one's nice and easy. It's a shot tower. So, this will... If I can get this in... over this end, that's the first part of the guns, and then all I need is a pistol maker, and the pistol maker itself takes the steel plus these. So the only thing we're going to need to factor in is probably steel. So there's a marketplace where I probably need to stop selling, aka this one. So we're going to get rid of that right now and probably link something else to sell, like pigment. That'll do. And we've got everything linked in. So we need more storage for these. What I'll do is have them straight into the pistols, actually. I don't think it matters too much. So all we got to do is wait on this. Let me see the link here on these guys. The Admiral flings an unmanned vessel at our shores laden with plague-ridden corpses. We must act... But okay, so that is minus 50. I think that's fine. We have enough cohesion to not worry about that one. It looks like I might need a second lead smelter. So we're also going to get another one of those. But there we go. First pistol is in. So we are looking good. All I need is a storage to output these two. And we'll get a complete separate one. And there we have it. So almost there. Again, I'm not sure. I think we're all good as long as we've done these. Let's get you all sorted. And let's close this up. I don't think I'm going to really give them any more crew. I think across the board we're actually okay. I could probably give them a little bit more. Might give like... 5. Let's maybe go to 60. I think we've got the resources for it. Prosthesis I'm not going to bother with. And yeah, guns are coming in. Good job. Right, so what we've got to do over here, there is Fortune's Guild. Now the problem hopefully is this ship isn't too weak. We'll see. Right, what have we got? Tell the tale of prosperity or show him the coin. Let's tell him the tale of prosperity. Obtain 500 stew. Already done that. So are we just waiting on the pistols? Because we did these three. King's Crime, King's Greed. Alrighty, complete Heart of the Golden City. We've got everything that we need. So this is going to have to be my lady. Wow, recommended ship. Boarding is way too weak. I'm going to try it anyway. So what we're going to do is hire every single person. Now, if we get jewelry in, we can actually afford these and buy those. But I'm going to go for a few more of these, see if we can make do. The upkeep itself, I can sort. We're going to risk it. Good news is we're coming up on it now. Am I going to make this work? I'm going to make this work. Let's go. Heart of the Golden City. So this is going to be really, really difficult. I need to prevent this. Wow, there's loads to get through. So basically got to stay alive, haven't we? Don't mind that. We're almost through the first one. So lose the supplies is not good. So we're going to turn that. Cool. Stage 1 done. Can we prevent... I mean, do I take a big hit here and just hit straight in a big gain? Or do I try and prevent? I think we try and prevent. And then we go for the big gain whilst they're doing the roll. Yep, that's good. And then... we'll prevent as much crew damage as possible. Cool. Give me this treasure. I don't know if I care so much about the loot, so I'm just going to finish that one. Can we carry on? Yeah, we can. Okay, so we lose some. Okay, so what we're going to do is try and gain some treasure and then lose the treasure. Oh my god, look at this. So we want to lose. We're going to lose a big chunk of crew on that hit. But that's fine. And we will... I want to get my supplies up early, so... I'm going to need another treasure one. That's officially halfway. Trying to avoid the crew damage, to be honest. There it is. So here's the problem now. We are down to No supply once again, and they're going to cause problems where we're not going to have that much. This is fine. They're taking supply again. Let's take damage to crew. And there we go. Next stage. The God's Gate. We've seen it before. Oh, God.
It speaks.
I don't know. Rain?
What month did the king?
Oh, no. What month did the king's reign end?
The final question.
Yes, we got it. One more. Greed. Yes. I did it. Wow. We lost 162 crew to do that. Beyond the God's Gate, we find a vast burial chamber. On a pedestal at the center sits a gilded skull, blood trickling from its sockets, the source of the curse. Okay, obtain 3,000 gold, obtain 50 jewelry. Let's get you actually to grab some drifters on the way, and then we'll get you home because we're going to have to replenish everyone that we just lost. Now, the good news is we can let this build back up, and we need to gain some gold. So I'm going to send my guys out to get these last bits. Now, jewelry, if we remember correctly, was pearls. So, pearl diver. Oh, that would have been so good if I could get that in there. Now, there is one way we could probably get pearls in, and that's via the expansion. So, Spy Nest is 500 gold. I don't know how much this would expand us by, but I'm going to attempt it. I got all the others, look. Wine, silver. We just need the jewelry and gold. So, yeah, collecting all of that stuff did do us pretty good favors, in all fairness. Okay, Spy Nest is in. Please make that big enough. Yes, big enough. Look how much bigger that makes it. So we've got enough for the pearls. So we'll attach that into start. Obviously, to get all this set up is going to cost me, but I'm going to go pearls there. Then the jeweler, I'm going to have to carry these pearls across. So we'll start with the warehouse, and we're going to meet in the middle here. So sensibly, have I got room to put it into one of these? Got 3 here, right? One of them isn't going to be doing too much. Nope, we're going to have to get another one then. So I'm thinking a warehouse on this one. Oh, obtained 10,000 coin. Well, that's not bad. So how are my pearls doing? Right, pearl output is done. So we got a long way to travel. I could have probably used this warehouse, but let's keep it separate for now. So huge travel distance. I'm wondering if we can zip line or something. But slowly just got to pull it in. Okay, so pearls starting to come into here now. Let's go to our jeweler. Now this is going to cost us some sort of doing to get across, but it's not something that matters. I just need to produce a small amount. So we're going to get that going now. And then tools they're going to have to grab from all the way over this way. I can't remember where they are now. They're in one of these. There it is. So here we go. Tools then. We see the link. It's actually not that bad. Weirdly going all the way around to get to it, but it doesn't matter. And then output of jewelry just needs to come into here. So we should see that coming in. And then once she's repaired, we're going to go out and make a bit of gold. Right, she's ready. So let's go. Which way has the coin? You have the flower. Should probably grab some of that. We get coin from these two anyway. So we'll do a replenishment of these just so tack can carry on. I see a big minus. I have a feeling it's because we've run out. Yep, we've run out. So we're going to go and grab that then. Well, that didn't take long. Let's go back out again and get more. So other than supply, I think we're good. We have more than enough to go to this next one. We'll grab that extra flour, but we'll also go ahead. You get about 200 gold for it as well. Wonder if there's anyone else who can make some money off over here. Yeah, Pirate of Pleasance. Let's go to Port Authority this end, see if we can do something here. And jewelry is in, so just the gold now. The final push. Right, we've officially got a tier 4 crown coming in. I might load up and try and intercept it with mine. The only thing will be the gun damage, obviously. But we've got pretty good HP. We've almost got the gold anyway, to be honest. So if we finish this one, we're fine. Oh, 525. There it is. We bring Bennett back home. He has regained some of his composure and admits the pirate life is probably not for him. Still, he loved the experience and now sees us as true friends, his buccaneer brethren. That's another 2 wealth points. Wow. We pile our sacrifices before the skull. Kanja recites an ancient inscription with a golden flash. The goods we brought disappear. Kanja reaches out, touches the skull, and takes it. Alganoon Bennett has become the new governor of Port Concordat. As expected, his views on piracy prove quite tolerant. As long as we stay on his good side, we'll have nothing to fear. Well played. Oh, hello. Oh my god, I'm getting so much. The Honourable Governor is giving us some goodies. I mean, gold, of course. We've just spent it all for this one, so complete the Power of Gold, the finale. I'm gonna need her then. Let's go 90. This is dangerous numbers, but actually we're fine. So we are gonna hit this up with her. We can unleash its power on Fort Vanderkroon. Let's see what the skull does. Anyway, those are 2 points as well. So, I mean, jewelry production, why not? And let's just grab chain production as well. Right here, what is this? Something's caught us out before we get here. That's very annoying. Oh, man. Oh, no. They're dealing so much crew damage. We can replenish these, though. We're going to have to move to the harbour. Yeah, we're away. That's fine. Can we... There isn't a harbour here. We'll carry on. We shall carry on. The ship is about to hit ours in 2 minutes as well. Come on. I reckon the skull's going to, like, do something to the walls? Who knows? Here we go.
No
the power
walls
of it, eh?
Shield against the ancient curse of greed. Today, Fort Vanderkroon falls, and we become rich.
Well, apparently I've become rich, have I? Guess come home. So, yeah, his ship's retreated before we got there, so I think we did it. So, complete. These are all the other chains, so these we don't care about, right? I know it is still attacking. It's someone else. That's fine. Let's see this last one. He's going to do loads of damage to all of these, unfortunately. There it is. Complete the Proclamation of Wealth. Complete the quest Tide of Fate. It just looked a little bit, took a little bit of time. So, we have broken the crown's reign on these waters. Now we shall amass riches beyond measure. I'm going to continue under Uncharted mode. Finish the game without building more than 5 pirate camps. Finish the game on Skull Rock. Okie dokie. So, the main reason of what I wanted to do here was actually so we could have a little look over, but I have officially completed Corsair Cove, the main story. Look at this place. Yes, this is really bugging me, but it can't be removed. It looks awesome. So we're going to go all the way around so you can kind of see it, even all over this back end. The control of resources is absolutely insane. Like, I can't imagine even after playing loads that you'd be very good at it. Like, at least me anyway. It's frazzled my brain in a good way. I've really enjoyed this one. Let me know though, guys. Thank you as always for watching. This has been Corsair Cove, the release. Check it out with a link down below in the description as well. And as always, subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know your thoughts, all that jazz. I hope you have a good day. I'll catch you in the next one.